How you doing?
So really, that's what it is. But no, that's it. So yeah,
That's what's up though. Cause like, look, at first I thought you really like I thought you've been into the battle rap forever. At
since
first.
2021, and my son is the one who I think he was just randomly watching stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, at this time, this was like pre-pandemic. So I think my son he was just watching stuff on YouTube. I don't even know how he came across Tay Rock and the Seatbelt Bar, and it
That's the beginning. That was the
yeah,
beginning of everything.
it was very weird. Like I think I had to go to work in the morning, and my son was like, "Mom, can we just watch TV? Like, can we?" I mean, he was like, "Can we just watch YouTube? Like, do something together?" And I was like, "Okay, sweetheart," because I'm like, "Let me spend time with him before I go to, you know, what I'm saying work. I let go."
Yeah.
And
What's up,
so
Zoe?
I'm watching it, but I wasn't a fan because I really didn't understand what was going on. I was like, "Oh, that's nice," and I went to sleep. And then I was like, for real, it was like 2020, and it was like maybe early 2020, and then that's when I just started watching battle rap while I was braiding my hair just to distract me because I was braiding my hair. I just needed something to focus on because it helped me to braid faster. Anyway, I started watching the females, Queen of the Ring, and then my homeboy was like, "Why don't you start watching the dudes?" And then that's how it happened. And then 2021, it was weird. I started getting tickets to go to the URL events, and it was on.
Oh, all right, we get the tickets. Oh, I see you got the, you know what I'm saying? I see you was, you know what I mean, with the blog and with the whole, you know what I'm saying, experience, the
Yeah,
URL experience, you know what I'm saying?
it was weird though. Like it happened. Like I wasn't no fan. I was new. I was still like a student of the whole battle rap thing. And so like when I had got the ticket, that's because Caffeine Studios was like I guess out here in California, like in LA, and I live 90 minutes away. And so I just happened to be on Anwar and Rita's like, you know, caffeine channel. And they was like, yeah, they're giving out tickets and stuff. Who want to go? You already know. Man, I'm in the chat like, boom, I'm 90 minutes away. Let me go. And I didn't think it was
That's fly
real.
though.
And so
That's tough.
after that, I went to one event at the Caffeine Studio, and then not like that, but it was by the grace of God. But I became like a regular, so I just kept getting the invites and all that other stuff, and that's how it happened. But the current state of battle rap is, I hate to say, it, I don't know if it's dying or a reality show, so I don't like it as much.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, something gotta bring it back to life. You know, battle rap always be having its times like where it'll fall off a little bit. I fell in love. Like I always fuck with battle rap. I used to battle rap like back. You know, I'm old, so back before it was YouTube and all that stuff. So I always loved it. And when rap fell off for them years, that's what made me
Hmm.
really fall in love with battle rap. Like, so I go back with it.
So what you smack DVD era?
So I'm talking about Smack DVD. I'm talking about like 106 and Park. I'm talking about
Oh,
like
that's
the
like
scribble
yeah. So that's early
jams,
2000.
and I'm talking about all
Oh, that's
yeah
like yeah, no,
yeah
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, your girl. I tell people I'm still a baby. They was like, "Nah, you a toddler in the game." Because I tell them I'm COVID era. I'm COVID
Yeah,
caffeine era.
yeah. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that though. You know what I'm saying? Like it was some good battles. Like, look, Daylight Tay Rock. You know what I'm saying? Mook
Yeah,
Tay Rock. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Some good
I like
ass
those
battles in that.
shirts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look. My homegirl Wiggy make these joints.
That's nice.
She
The
doing, yeah, she
quality is
doing,
nice. It's really really nice.
yeah. See, if she was in here, look, I wish she was up in here. Cause yeah, like I had a couple shirts. Like the last podcast, I wore another one of her shirts. Like I got like four of her shirts now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I always be saying we support the people that support us. So she always supported. So,
That's nice. You
and
so supportive. That's so sweet. I'm trying to come out of my comfort zone and come into my supportive bag. You know.
I mean, just the whole thing. I'm gonna tell you the easiest way to be about it. The easiest way to be about it is not to look for nothing in return.
You know what? That's nice. You right.
You know what
Oh, you
I'm saying?
are, because sometimes your flesh be like, and so what about me?
No,
But
I don't like everything I've done. Like with what I put together. There go my sister right there. But what I put together, I was supporting people. Look, there go Wiggy Wiggy right there. Hey, Wiggy Wiggy. Jamie Marie was talking about your shirt. She was saying she liked your shirts. You know what I'm saying? She on Killer Crew at redbubble.com. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
up, yo?
What's up, Coco? This Jamie Marie. Remember on the battle rap joint I was telling you who was
hi,
helping me
What's
with the
up,
helping me with
Coco?
the
Hey, Wiggy.
Hey, Jamie.
yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah,
finding yourself.
I'm
she the person I was talking
alright.
about that was helping me with the pointers on the joint and all that. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah. Well, I do try to help support people like that in that regard. Like if I see somebody got a
saying?
talent, I'll be like, why don't you like? I see that you can do it. You can do it. And so I was like, why you tagging us? And you was like, you know how to do it. I'm like, if you don't get out there and do it yourself. But I was shocked though when you
Yeah,
did it. I was like, oh, okay.
Like, alright.
yeah, like
Your
I'm like,
personality is what came out. You know what I'm saying? And I
oh
was
yeah.
like, oh, okay. But I like those shirts. You said she made them?
Killer unicorn in the comments.
Oh, in the comments. Oh, yeah, that's nice. I like the
Yeah,
quality.
a
Yeah.
Hey,
a
Killer,
wiggy
Killer.
wiggy. Put the .com in the comments for her so she can check the website.
Oh, she got a website. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, you see Coco, you see my shirt came, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Killer. I need you on that. I gotta put my order in.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
told you. I told him I want that one. I want the Wiggy Wiggy, and then I'm gonna send her for my own personal design. I need 3 shirts.
Look. And they got the
Oh,
wiggy
that's
wiggy.
cute.
Yeah, the wiggy wiggy shirt. You know what I'm saying?
It's
That's
the
the
Yeah, I got
quality
the
exclusive.
for
the
me.
little
It
wiggity,
don't
little
look
wiggity.
Yeah. Like they
cheap.
definitely
It looks nice.
nice.
Like you could tell she talented.
Yeah. Yeah, Wiggy Wiggy do a lot of different things. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Killer.
Like,
I
yeah.
need that.
Yeah, she do like any flyers like for the podcast and stuff we be doing, she be doing that stuff too. Like
Have y'all
Killer.
heard of Taylor
Oh,
Port
that's
Brand?
nice. Because
Yeah,
your podcast,
she
they be
did
looking
my
nice.
she did my
Yeah.
flyer. Which Wiggy, I'm gonna need another one. I inbox you, yeah.
But yeah. Like everybody in the team got a talent. You know what I'm saying? So
I
we
see.
just yeah, look, I'm still trying to figure mine out. I guess mine just hosting. You know what I'm
But you know
saying?
what? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you though. Like hosting is not an easy job to do. You get what I'm saying? So if you have that gift and it come natural, like that's a blessing. Like just to think off the top, you know what I'm saying, off the top of your head or
Yeah.
whatever, and be witty with that. You know what I mean? And know how to. Because I seen how I think it was last week when you did one of your lives. That was my first time being on there. So I like
Uh-huh.
how you was able to go through like the conversations. You had like different topics. And then after that, you were able to like you're transitioning from going from one topic to the next person. And then after
Yeah.
that like, you let everybody speak and stuff like that. Like that's not natural for everybody. And then it keeps it
No.
engaging and stuff like that or whatever. And then I liked it.
Yeah, I
Cause I be
appreciate
getting on
it.
people's lives, and if I don't like within the 5 minutes, scroll. Exit. I'm out of there.
Yeah, we be, you know what I'm saying? Like we got the next one. The next one is next Saturday. Next Saturday, 9 Eastern. We doing another pod. You know what I'm saying?
Mental health or something different.
It's gonna be the OR, you heard me. The 24th, we doing the women's mental health. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
that one was
And
nice. I don't know.
yeah.
I might come in there. I might not, cause I'm real sensitive.
No, I mean you like
And
just come
that's
into the
fine. You
comments.
know
You know what I'm
what?
saying? Just come into the comments and you know what I'm saying?
You
Like we
know
we doing the
what?
women. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you like this, like
I think
I'm
it's
gonna
gonna
set up
be
a
really
Discord.
good.
I'm gonna set up a Discord and like
You
we're gonna have like
should.
groups. We're gonna have like groups for the mental health stuff and everything for people to come. And if they got issues that they really don't want to talk about online or whatever, we can go there. And you know what I'm saying, everybody could talk and try to really, you know what I'm saying, work things out. All right, wiggy wiggy. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what? That's nice.
Good
I
night,
just started
Killer.
my therapy journey. in March,
Yeah.
and it has really changed me a lot. It shifted because I was just dealing with too much childhood trauma, and so it's crazy. You know how like when you sick, your body lets you know you sick. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
if you hurt your arm will let you know you sick. You know it needs to. You gotta go get a bandage, go to the doctor, whatever. But it's something about when your mind and your mental and stuff like that, it will let you know like it's something wrong with me. You need to check on me. You know what I'm saying? And not just saying like, okay, well, mental health, like schizophrenia and stuff like that. We know that's very extreme, but I'm talking about like dealing with childhood trauma. Cause like I just will wake up in the morning and I'll be like, why is my moods always like changing and stuff like that? You know? And then it was interfering with my parenting. It was interfering with me like going to work. I was having like flashbacks. I was starting to have flashbacks so bad in my sleep where about 17 years ago I started having seizures in my sleep while I
I
was
get
pregnant.
like that when I'm
Damn.
I get like, well, not with the flashbacks and stuff, but I get like that like when I'm mentally exhausted. So
Right.
that mental exhaustion just, and it's not that like it interferes with a lot physically. So it's not that you don't want to do it. It's just that you're just so exhausted
You can't.
that you can't. Yeah,
Yeah. And that's
exactly.
how it was. And
Like
then I knew
I be
something was
having
wrong with me
times
though.
like that. You be like, Lord Jesus.
And you know what? I think for me, seeing my mother who didn't deal with her trauma because she was abused when she was younger and then dealt with severe like abandonment and neglect and sexual abuse. So my mom didn't deal with her trauma. So at the age of like around 70 something, my mama really started like developing a mental illness real bad. And so by her, she was in church, my mama felt like, well, I don't need to go see no therapist because I got God. So that's where it got like really worse for her. And we was like, okay, mom, but you need to see a therapist if you've been abused as a child, especially sexually abused, and you're having these issues. And she refused. And so I think it played on my mom's mental so much that now my mom is like in the early stages of dementia because that's
Yeah,
how much that trauma can
that's
affect
how
your
it
mind.
is.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
sad to hear that. I'm
I
sorry to
learned
hear
that
that.
in psychology class that like so when you stress a lot about things and then like and you like overthink things a lot, it kind of what does it? It lowers your the
Cortisol. What?
bacteria
Yeah.
the bacteria that fight diseases in your body. And
Hmm.
so, because it's lower, you're more susceptible to catch stuff like dementia and stuff like that. So, definitely, I'd be definitely recommending. And there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people out here who need therapy. Who don't
Especially
want to go
our
to a
African American culture,
for
especially the
sure,
older culture. They don't
for
want to go.
sure.
They
I
refuse
agree.
it.
Because
They set in their ways. I was
we
like,
need
Mom,
therapy within ourselves to even heal to like each other. Like it
preach.
seems like black men and black women hardly, not saying all of them, but hardly like each other.
No, you're right. Because I felt like with my therapy, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It was hard for me to like myself. It was even hard for me to like my kids. And I know a lot of people don't talk about that because they just like, what? That's taboo. Because we automatically should like our children. We should this, that, and
Yeah,
that. But I was dealing with so much
it's a mental thing.
trauma and then
Yeah,
rejection. Like with my oldest, I'm 19 years older than her. So with my my older two kids, 19 years older, and then like 21 years older than them, I really was like they sister or they home girl. I never really kind of like built that relationship with them where I was even like their mama. You know what I mean? Except with my youngest. So I had to repair that relationship with my kids. But it was just like I couldn't connect to my children because of the abandonment. You know what I mean? And sometimes with black people, we don't even know we being neglected or abandoned because we like, well, I got food on the table, clothes on my back, this, that, and the third. But I didn't get that emotional, you know what I'm saying,
emotional
support from my
support.
family. And
That's
I just
exactly
passed it down to
how.
my kids.
That's exactly how I am. And so like now, even with my children, I be like, so I'm more, because I didn't get affection either. So I'm
Right.
more affectionate, but then sometimes it's like I'm like, okay, no, it's like it's too much. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying, but I just think that's probably us as black women, and we just so hard where it's just too much for us. Where we want to love, and then we be like, we start glitching, like, nah, hell nah, nah. For real, we put on that wall something tell us, nope, do not love.
Man, but it's all in growing though. You know.
Yeah, I am. The therapy is helping though. The therapy, I didn't think the therapy would help because my first 3 sessions, right, I was like, I didn't feel anything. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna, like I didn't know what I thought because you know what you see on TV, right?
Hmm.
And so the first 3 sessions was cool. She asked me some questions. I talked to her for about an hour or whatever. I was very in depth on my intake sheet, like what was wrong with me. And then one day it was the craziest thing. The craziest thing. We're talking, and she's like,
Hello,
"How's
new
your?"
friends.
She was like, "How's your week going?" And I was like, "Oh, my week is going well. I'm working on forgiving people, and I'm talking like this, like real chippery, forgiving people at my job. I'm forgiving people in my family." And she said one thing which was crazy. She said, "But have you forgiven yourself?" I looked at that lady
Hmm.
and I broke down crying like a kid, on screen, ugly cry
Yeah, that Viola Davis.
You know,
on the
sometimes
phone.
I
But I
feel
didn't know
like
where that came from. And I just started shaking. I was like, what is this she doing to me? And
I
I
feel
was
like
crying.
sometimes I be like, we don't even know how to forgive ourselves, really. Like,
You don't. I was like, how you do that?
like
I
I
just broke
mean,
down crying.
we could sit here and literally say like, all right, look ourselves in the mirror and say, I forgive you, or but how do you intentionally like forgive yourself?
Right. Um, I just broke down crying because I told that lady, I said, no, I've never forgiven myself. But then that's when it started getting deep because now I was sitting at the table when I was talking to her. I didn't feel like my 40-year-old self. I felt like the little girl in being in my room, like by myself. Like how,
Right.
I'm, I'm not like my mom has 6 kids. So I'm the fifth child out of 6 kids. Yes, I have older brothers and sisters, but I'm like, damn, how you feel lonely in a big old family like that? You get what I'm saying? And then it's like,
Sure.
you start going back to that trauma and you shrink from now you 40 to you back 6 years old. Baby, I was in there crying like, no, I haven't.
But it's
And I
like
was
them
like, I told my therapist, I said, what you doing to me? She be looking at me like,
some sessions that you thought that she was just asking you questions and shit. That's some questions she was asking so she could open up to what
right.
you
And it be
needed to
simple
open up
questions.
to. She was like, all right, I'm gonna get you next time.
Right. And she just so it would be like every session after that, it was like one layer and one layer was
And crying releases. Crying, I feel like is a
Yeah.
part of healing.
oh,
You
it
know,
is.
it's like it releases so much when you cry and just you just get it out.
Yeah, it's ain't nothing wrong with it. It's not a weakness. That's what I can say. You know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
like
It's
crying
not.
is just a regular human action
Yeah.
It
to how
is.
we feel about something.
And
Yeah. Look. Go
yeah,
ahead,
it's
Jamie.
when I since I've been taking my therapy, it starts to like when you start digging deep like that, um, you're starting to be like your awareness of everything around you starts to take effect. So now you start really paying attention to like more stuff and where you at first, like for me, I would suppress everything. Now everything is like kind of regurgitating itself up. You know what I mean? And so then it's like sometimes it could be an overload where I have to journal. Thank God for prayer because I really be in my prayer closet all the time. I know I be getting on God's nerves because I be like in another thing. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, you and me both. He
I know
probably
he
be
be like,
like,
just go to sleep. Damn, I got other people to
I'm
deal with.
trying to tell you,
But
you and me both probably be getting on his nerves.
right, but it's
Yo.
like now where you will suppress, you're starting to get into a place where you want to talk about your emotions. Where at first you wouldn't do that, and especially like When I was growing up, for me to be crying, I'm very sensitive, and my sister would be like, you a crybaby. You a crybaby. Stop crying all the time. You know what I mean? And
When your
I would watch
birthday?
my mother get abused and she wouldn't say anything. So I was just like, she weak. I'll never be like that. You know what I'm saying? So to get to a place to try to like be sensitive when I'm naturally wired that way, I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? And so now with therapy, I cry at it's bad. I be crying all the time. My kids be like, Mama, all right.
But you need that. You know,
Yeah,
that's a part of your healing. And if you need to cry, that's, you know, even if it get on somebody's nerves. But guess what? This getting on your nerves right now. But I'm gonna be a better person after I'm over all of this. Once all of this
You
is
right.
over, once I'm all cried out, I'm gonna be a so much better person. You know?
that's a fact. That is a fact. Now look, Jamie. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Because usually people come into the live like anything. Usually anything that we do on here could go up on YouTube. So you know what I'm saying, if there's anything that you don't want me to put up, you can just let me know and I can cut shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, you're fine. But thank you for putting me up on game, giving me that disclosure. No, I'm cool. I
Yeah, I'm
appreciate
about to
it.
say, because stuff like this be the things we really don't be doing. Like we be having the pods and stuff like that, but like the just chilling and having conversation like this, just real talk. You know what I'm saying? And like I
Right.
like this type shit. This the type of shit that I'll put this shit up like tomorrow. You know what I'm
No, but this
saying?
type of stuff might, bless somebody else because somebody else could be going through the other thing. And I feel like a lot of times people don't really open up because I wish like my mom, she would have opened up a little bit more on my family about trauma and things that they went through, or just be like, how did they really feel? Because um, I think because of she suppressed it so much that I think it put wear and tear on my mom mentally and psychologically. You feel what I'm saying? And it made my
Yeah.
mama very nervous. Her anxiety, it was really, really bad. And my mama went into like paranoia and stuff like that, like almost close to schizophrenia. She wouldn't go outside. She was hearing stuff, everything. And it's like, it's so sad to be blessed to live a full life of 80 years old, right? But you've been nervous the whole time, and then you get to your 80s, and now you got early dementia. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I told myself, like, God, whatever I got to do to break this generational curse where it stopped with me, I'm gonna have to do it because I don't want to end up like that, you know.
Yeah.
So it's good to kind of like get some of this stuff off your chest or share it with somebody else that could be going through the same thing. I don't know.
It's
No, that's
definitely
it. That's
good
how
to
this shit
share,
started.
and it's definitely good to share the things that you're going through because you never know who might be also going through the same thing and like how y'all might can connect and help each other or something you might say or something they could say that could just try to change the trajectory of things. So like it's really good to like not with everybody. You have to use discernment. You can't share
Oh,
stuff
that's a
that
key
you're
word
going
right
through
there
with
now.
everybody because everybody ain't. You feel me?
She
But
ain't lying. That word
No,
is,
she
I used to
not.
tell everybody my business saying, girl, guess what? And just spilling it out. And then, you come to find out like, what the hell?
some
How so
people
and so
always
know my
have to
business?
to
Or
find out what you
Whoa.
got going
What's
on.
up, Heck? What's up with you?
Stuff like that. Like people that be talking, like they'll be a lot. Not saying everybody, but some people who you be talking to, they don't even be genuine like that.
no, they
They
just want to know
ain't
your
be,
business. Like, hey girl, because they want to see if you failing, prospering, so
yeah.
they could
Mm-hmm.
pray against you. I don't know what y'all believe in,
Hey,
but
Hex,
I'm,
what's up?
Christian. And
Yeah, me
in the
too.
Yeah.
form of deliverance, they call that monitoring spirits. So, they try to connect to figure out what's going on. And girl, I'll be sitting over here talking to an op. Don't know that they trying to pray against me. I done told them like, yeah, girl, I'm blessed. Got me a promotion on a job. Going to detail. you be,
I have you
you
gotta
get to
play
work
the
and be like,
log,
nigga,
like,
I'm
oh yeah,
fired.
like they be playing the log, and then you sit up there whole time. That's why
Right,
I
or you going
stopped
through
telling people
warfare on your
like,
job and you trying to
let me
figure out where it's coming from. It's your
let me tell
best
you
friend. You
something.
get
What's
what I'm
up with it?
saying?
When I was younger, I used to get on social media, and sometimes you'll be like, I got an interview and stuff like that. Like every time that shit will fall through, and I'm sitting up there like, what? So I had to stop saying stuff
My
because
mama used to tell me that. She used to
you
be like,
on
Jamie,
social
stop telling
media,
your
you don't
business.
know who on there. It's people could be fake profiles, so you don't know who behind the pages. You don't know what they doing, how they monitoring you, what they monitoring you for. You know, just certain stuff like that. So
My mama used to tell me, she was like, Jamie, stop. So I'm
what
thinking she
up,
just being
Wolf?
old school. And my mama was like, you need to stop doing it. But just recently, which is crazy, I'm gonna say about 2020, is when I started paying attention to like, yeah, okay, people monitoring you. But it was just recently where I just started getting in my spirit, like, I need to stop posting when I be going out of town. Like, I was doing it for content as far as like battle rap, because I was going to like different events, right? So it was cool in the beginning. So then when I started going to these battle rap events and I would go out and do content, like I went to Miami, it was just on me strong, like, Jamie, stop posting that you going out of town. And you know how, like, and I'm telling you, I ain't gonna lie though, and I used to be real prideful and haughty and be like, nah, I'm about, because I would do it for content. But then the Lord knew, like, in my heart, like, I was still, trying to be prideful, like, bragging, like, yeah, I'm out in the town, showing out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was, but recently, I was like, this was back in May. I was like, stop telling everybody you going out of town. Stop doing it. And it started to get weird. Like, the more that I was posting, I was going out of town. The more that I was posting, and I was happy. The more I started posting when I was like losing weight, you know what I mean? Just like all that different stuff, like really coming in my soft girl era, you know what I'm saying? Being real sweet, and you know what I'm feeling? I started noticing where I wasn't getting no likes, no comments, no nothing, but I could see everybody like
I
really
could
viewing
see
my
you
stuff
had hella
and really
views,
just
Jay.
watching. And it was the weirdest thing. And I don't care what I posted. And then it got weird when I started going to these events where people would be like, how, people started asking me like, how to kind of want to know like how was I getting to these certain events where only certain people would get invited to. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had a full circle event where um it was Ill Will and
And
A-Rap,
Verb.
remember?
Yeah, Verb.
Um I didn't tell nobody. Normally I would tell people when I'm going to those type of events where it's invite only, and I happened to get invited. And that was very random how I got invited. And they asked me if I wanted to come, and I went. I didn't tell nobody. When I posted that I took a picture with me and Verb, me and him had been getting into it for like since last year with a battle, right?
Yeah, I see that nigga getting at you. I see him getting at
So
you.
look, but you know what was weird? Everybody would tune in when me and this man was getting into it. Like, it was bad. We was getting into it on the internet. It was bad. And then it was weird because we squashed the beef at the event, which was his idea. And we apologized to each other, and so we was cool on social media. Everything was cool until this. When he started like giving me shout outs on his own, like on his show, and would be saying stuff like how I was pretty, and he would just make comments like, yeah, I'm following her now and stuff. It was weird. So I didn't think it was nothing, because I'm telling you, he was an op to me.
Nah, I know
It
how you feel
started.
about Verb. I know
It
how
was.
you.
I started having like a little crush, right? I ain't gonna even hold you. Like, when I met him, I started being like real feminine and dainty and stuff. I was like, yes, sir. Like, like for real, I was, and it was weird. But on social media, it started to get really, really real. I started having people like fake profiles that was following him was following me. People was going on under my page saying all type of stuff to me. Um,
Yeah.
People stopped viewing my stuff or commenting on my stuff on TikTok and on Twitter if it had anything to do with him, anything to do with basically anything. And that's when I started paying attention to like people.
Alexandria. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. People don't like when you
Hey, Evan.
happy, or
At
you could be in a
all.
potential relationship. I've been single for girl almost life. So
Oh,
you know,
Lord.
when you people start seeing like you happy or just at peace, you know what I'm saying, or shit, somebody interested in you, it was weird. So I was just like, I'm gonna stop telling my business
I
on
was
there.
about to say, you can't even let nobody know. Look, I'm happy. That's it.
You can't, cause it was
You
weird.
can't even smile around niggas for real. You
No,
know
you
what I'm
can't.
saying?
And for a
Smiling
person,
so hard.
you can't. They like when you angry,
You
cause
know
it
what I'm saying?
because it was weird. Like you know how Averb, Marcus, you know how Averb is real disrespectful when it comes to women, right? So
Mm-hmm.
he was being very respectful. They were like in the comments, um, they didn't like the fact that he was being respectful. They wanted him to, it's his, they want
He
him to be
wanted you to just give
disrespectful to
you that
women.
work.
Yeah, no. They did. No, for real. They was like, it was sad because it shows you how people, to me, on the outside looking in, how they so against like people being happy, people being in happy marriages, happy relationships, and stuff like that. They like toxicity. They like for you to be broken. You know what I mean? And it was really strange. So I was just like, yeah, I'll keep my mouth closed. My son recently, I got his driver's license like last month, and I was tempted to put it on there like celebrate my baby. You got, and I said, nah, hell no.
The
You
haters gonna come
literally
out of
gotta live a
nowhere.
private life.
You do.
Like I know how it is. Like it ain't been on that battle rap shit, but like on this TikTok shit, I'd have been through some things. You know what I'm saying? So I know how people can turn and people, you know what I'm saying? 1 minute it be all cool and it be all love, and then something, as soon as you do one thing they don't like, it's a whole different game.
You know what? I didn't have that too much. Well, I didn't have it too much like that on TikTok, except only probably that small little situation with Verb. But I didn't know people really didn't. People, as much as people like Verb, like battle rap fans, they like him for his battle rap stuff. He got enemies too. That, well, I won't say enemies, but people that really don't much like him as a person, as far as what he is on the spaces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I saw like, damn, like whatever, and that is true. People are change on you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Jealousy and envy, a motherfucker.
you ain't lying, because I'm telling you, it was like,
And it be so crazy because it be the ones that be closest. Like, you supposed to be going to the top with me. You supposed to be.
nah, hell, they want to be at the bottom. If you at row 6, they want you to be at row 6. They ain't trying to. You ain't supposed to go to row
I
3.
realized, like, because I had a lot of backlash to me because I moved from out of Baltimore 5 years ago. Like, ain't nobody think I was really going to leave. And I left. Like, I didn't expect for me to stay down here this long, but I have, and I'll be like, thank God for that, because it's been nothing but God, So,
That's a blessing, though,
for sure.
because you
Like,
felt that fear, just the fear of
it's
leaving.
that, and it's crazy because now I be trying to get my family to like come down here. Like what are y'all? It's like they scared,
No, that's
like,
fear
you know
to
how
fear.
they say people fear what they don't know,
That's
And
a
then
fact.
it's the familiarity of where they at and stuff like that. People get content. Like, I was trying to figure out, like, my family, they'll be tripping. And that's why I said I was going to stop posting about me going out of
I
town.
ain't even
It
gonna
wasn't the
lie.
fact about where I was going. It was the fact that, like, this single mom, because I should know how people look at you.
And do this, and this.
Right. How the hell she going to Miami? Where the fuck she getting that money from? You know what I'm saying? Like, because
I
some
just
people will be
went
bold
after
and
some
ask you
kids.
stuff like that. Like, you going by yourself? Well, where the kids gonna
A
be
lot
at?
of people was asking me that. Oh, where your bay at? Oh,
Yeah, being nosy.
stuff like damn.
You be like, is this an interrogation? Now y'all, somebody tapped. Somebody got a wire on him. No,
Lift your
but
shirt
I
up.
feel like
Lift your
when
shirt
I
up.
go back to Baltimore, there's always somebody there that I be like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
or they don't want to see you happy though, because they want to be like they told you. So that's why too. When you leave, like my mama would be like, my mama ain't never been on an airplane. I love my mama. She's scared of planes, right? So she want to take the Greyhound everywhere. We took the Greyhound to Michigan from California. I never to do again.
No, man.
Dang,
It's a
that's a
plane,
ride. That's a
That
motherfucking
probably took
right?
y'all
ride.
And
about
so,
2 days, 2-3 days.
girl, it
And the
was
Greyhound
like,
always late. They always held up.
I think it was like, I kid you not, I think it was like almost 4 days going, and then it was 3 days coming back. And when I tell you, when I say 4 days, I mean full days.
Out of respect to the bed,
Ain't no round it off.
I'd have been stuck to the bed for like a week. Like what? 7 days traveling? What?
Yeah, it's like that right there was horrible. So when I finally did break that generational curse as far as just fear of getting on a plane, it was like not only getting on the plane, like I didn't even have experience with the airport. You get what I'm saying? You see how you just stop yourself from having experiences where it just limits you, so that's why you stay stuck
But
to
that's
the
how I.
neighborhood, to the hood, and everything. Once I learned it by myself, I thank God for that because I had always dealt with two, which I understand why I stayed with my family around them so long in the negativity, codependency, and so once I separated from them, I went to the airport for the first time. It was cool. I was like, this is it. I don't like going to LAX though. Out here, they be doing too much. But like the big airports, they do too much. But once I started like traveling and stuff like that and going, it was like it's just a cool experience. But when people start seeing you doing that, where you actually like yo leaving the state, leaving the city, want to go have fun, they will be mad. Like they'll be looking at your pages, and then you'll go on their page, and they send the subliminals all in their story. And you like,
Or
are they
next
talking
thing you
about
know,
me?
somebody calling you telling peace of mind or something. You be
Right? Or
like,
you?
yeah, okay.
It's a lot of
That's cool.
subliminal shit going on out in these. Let me
Like
tell you, there's a
people
lot
be,
of subliminal shit
and
going
guess
on.
what? Sometimes, I mean, it's cool, but like, baby, you gonna see me blessed too because I ain't gonna hide the blessing of God.
Yeah, I had to
He
stop
said,
telling
"No
people
weapon
though, because I
formed
was
shall prosper."
lying.
So I don't, I won't brag about anything. But
Right?
I'm also not gonna hide the favor of God on my life. Like I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
do
right.
that to make you feel comfortable.
Right. You right. You both in the Lord, and you right. I was like, well, let me just go on and just keep my mouth closed, because folks,
But
it
if
was
your
so, and it's so
spirit,
crazy because I just had this strong desire,
let me tell you
like,
something. If your spirit telling you, then definitely listen to your spirit for sure.
mm-hmm. So I told myself the next time I go to events, I ain't even gonna say, oh yeah, because it was that event I went into Miami, and then the one that
You
I
talking
went.
about the Remy joint, the Chrome 23?
Yeah, but this is another thing too. Like, I'm gonna start being selective about going to battle rap events now because he been in the battle rap scene for a minute, Marcus. Like, I'm new, so
I
I'm
already
bougie. I'm bougie, right? Listen, I'm so bougie because URL. Let me say, people talk about URL, but look, URL. I'm bougie. When you go to the event, it's nice. Like the events are nice. Everything is nice. Like it's nice. So I went to a GTX battle out here because people be like, Jamie, won't you go to the local battles in Cali on West Coast? Represent the West Coast. I did that. It's a no for me.
But you holler, no, I done did
okay,
it. Can't say
cool.
I ain't never done it.
Because no, one thing about battle rap that I didn't realize is that battle rap can be anywhere. We could do a session, we could do a battle rap event right here in my living room. So when I
Shit,
realized that,
we could do one in this live. I'll put it on the beat.
He
You and
said we
Coco
could do
can
that
go at
right
it.
no,
now.
no, for real. And so, but
Call
it
me
was where
Coco
they was having the
Ball.
events.
You feel
It was
me?
like having them. It's where like they was. Some dude was like, yeah, the last event I was at, we was at an abandoned building. Abandoned building. Yes or no for me. It's a no for
No,
me.
Avocado, they used to do the dang, what they used to call that shit? That shit Avocado had. He had bought a warehouse and they was doing battles there. Cause I know Cortez and B Dot battled there.
Okay.
Fuck.
But see, look, when okay, we have elevated now. This is 2024. Why
Yeah.
are we battling in the parking lot?
I mean, cause them niggas trying to save money.
Right, but I'm like, I tell people all the time, and they laugh. They be like, "Jamie, you come out to an event," and I finally had to tell one of my homeboys, who's over, like he a co-owner for Westworld Battle Rap. I told him I'm not coming. He was
Hey,
like,
the
"Jamie, I know
parking
you
lot
live out
probably
here."
be. Let
I
me tell
said,
you
"I ain't going."
something. The
I
parking
said,
lot probably be lit though. I ain't even gonna
Yo,
lie.
"Okay,
you,
so
you
listen."
yo, when I think about parking lot battles, I think about Ill Will and Calico.
Well, see, this is where I went to GTX, where Diz was over it. So it was Disaster.
Oh,
He was over it, and I forgot,
okay.
and Lush won. Now
Oh
I
yeah,
ain't gonna.
they took it over. They took it over.
So I'm not gonna say it was bad because it's in Los Angeles. It's it's not too hot. The sun when it goes down. We buy I'm closer to like the beach area, that side, so it's cool. It's cool. But like I tell people all the time, I'm bougie. I went to Caffeine Studios where I'm with the crew. We got chips, we got soda, we got unlimited snacks. You know what I'm saying? Like
She
we
already
on
got
the
the
set.
snacks.
1, 2, 3. You know. So you you put me on here
Yeah.
with regular civilians. I feel like hell no. And then I went to Summer Madness 11 in Houston. People laugh at me when I tell you that they have food there. It was cracking. Them chili cheese fries was fire. So now I want to go to events where they got food at. I know that sounds fat. And I'll go to
I
an
mean, nigga
event.
gotta eat though. Nigga gotta
Right.
eat
If I
though.
go to an event and all you serving is nachos, I'm leaving. It's regular. You know, I'm sorry. Let me stop complaining because God is good. But like nah, but you know, no for real. Like but some of the events that I be going to out here on the West Coast, you know, I live in San Bernardino, so that's 90 minutes away from LA. It's a lot of gang culture. So the gang culture still be a part of like the West Coast battle rap. So I would still have to prepare myself as you go there and it's like, what's up, cuz? What's cracking? What's happening, blood? Woo woo. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, I'm not here for this. I'm here for bars. And so
Yeah,
that's
I'm
it.
not. Nothing's cracking, cuz I just want to hit the
Right.
bars.
I'm just here for bars and I'm ready to go home because I gotta be on the freeway in a little bit. But now, yeah, battle rap is changing though. I'm pretty sure you heard Marcus about Averb and Hitman. It's
Them
sad.
niggas, yo.
They're
I
supposed to be like
know.
brothers.
Nah, see, that's the whole thing, right? They used to be like that, but after that battle, like, you can tell they faded. Even at the RBE battle, you can kind of see
Which
what they ain't
one? You talking about
really.
the
I'm
last
talking
one?
about, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
talking about when all of them was there. You know what I'm
That's
saying? Like you
funny
ain't.
that you said that because somebody brought that up in the spaces. They was like, yeah, y'all didn't pay attention to how like they wasn't really close. Like,
Fuck
and I was like,
no.
nah, because you know I was looking for A Ward versus A Verb. I ain't care about nobody else. But they started breaking
Yeah,
that down.
hell yeah, them niggas. He wasn't behind no Hitman. The Hitman wasn't behind him.
You right.
So that lets you know, like, one is kind of crazy, right? Let's in all reality, right? To me, Verb is a Mount Rushmore battle rapper. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But in that same breath, if we talking about numbers, impact, and all that shit, then it's
Man,
like, yo, you can take Verb out and put Hitman in.
yeah. And I
You know
think
what I'm
that's
saying?
what it's.
Like, I just it's Verb battles. Like, look, Hitman, I love battle rap, so. You know what I'm saying? Like I could if it was like a versus and it was like best balls back and forth, it's like I feel like Verb will win, but I could find Hitman shit to be like, yo, this could really fuck with it. If you really a couple of the remixes will definitely fuck with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's just sad to me though, cause I like, you know what I'm saying? Like I thought them as a tag team, I thought they was gonna be the best.
Mm,
I thought they was going after they beat Sean and DNA, I just knew they was gonna be the ones. You know what I'm saying? But it's entertaining. I just hope it don't no dumb shit come from it. But it's entertaining.
who be Sean?
No, I'm
You
talking
talking about
about
look? You talking about
no
not
no
look? You talking about A Verb?
no. I'm talking about. So did you see the battle when Verb and Hitman battle DNA and K-Sean?
No, I didn't. That's why I need y'all old heads to been to show me. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I
No,
saw you too.
for real. I ain't
It
even
was
know.
yeah, it was what's that other battle rap league? Run. It's one of them overseas joints, but when NWX was having his world tour, they battled over there and they battled it was something over, I think it was like in the Midwest somewhere. But they definitely battled Verb and Hitman, where like Hitman was doing the Showtime shit and all that. Like it was the battle is fire. Like they
It
beat
is. I didn't
they
know that.
yeah, they beat Shine and it did
You're
that. But that
lying.
shit I'm
You hear
dead
me?
ass, but that
You're
shit was a good ass.
lying.
But look, I ain't got no reason to lie to you.
Let me look this up because you telling me a story. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
sweetheart. I didn't mean to take over the live talk about
Oh
battle rap.
no, you
I
good. You
feel so
chilling.
bad
No,
because
I'm
we
chilling.
ain't supposed
No,
to be
the
talking
crazy
about that.
part
This
is, crazy
mental
part is,
health.
my sister, no. My sister watched battle rap too. Like she fuck with it
I
too.
used to watch the battle rap heavy, but I ain't
Okay,
watch
cool.
it. I ain't gonna
Okay.
lie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't
Okay, I'm sorry, because my
But
niece was like,
I fuck with it now.
I
okay,
was
Um,
sending. I used to send her all the battles and shit. Like I had the URL app. I gave her the access to
I
it and
used to
all. Like
sit
we
there
was.
and
We,
watch the battles
okay,
on the caffeine app and
okay.
all that, you know.
look, and I
I
still
got
look.
some favorites, you
Look, what's the
know.
best? What's the best caffeine battle like that was on caffeine you ever seen, James? Like it can be any battle, long as it was on caffeine.
I feel like I want to go watch
On
that battle
caffeine,
up right now.
Yeah,
can I be real with you?
yeah.
I didn't like. Okay, you gonna laugh. You talking about like on caffeine or like at the caffeine studios? Okay, so let me tell
No,
you
I'm
something.
just talking about on caffeine prayer. Like it can be a Summer Madness or a Gnome. It don't have
Well,
to
I
be at
was
Caffeine Studios. It's just something that we had to watch on caffeine first.
okay. Let me see, because I didn't like their production.
Yeah, I
So
mean, you don't have to be
let me
that. See,
let
now
me think
look,
about it.
we
No,
going we gonna take away we gonna take away the obvious like the Rock and Daylight and you know what I'm saying and you know what I'm saying we gonna take Rock and Daylight out of it because a lot of people gonna say that. So now
um, you gonna laugh.
what?
I didn't see that battle until last year, and they cooked me on Twitter because I hadn't seen that battle. I was like, "Can I be honest with you guys? I never seen Daylight
I'd
versus
have
A
just
Rock.
I'd have left
You should have
I'd have left
seen.
Washington and came back.
You should have seen. You. I don't know what happened. Twitter must have put that in the algorithm. When I told you, I was getting so many comments, tweets, responses. They was like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Yeah, I never seen it." Because it was crazy. Everybody kept telling me to watch it, and
Hell
I was
yeah.
like, "Okay."
That's one of them battles
And
though.
I was
That's
like,
one of
"Nah,
them.
I didn't want to," because I'm gonna tell you why. Like at that time, Lux and Daylight, they too intricate for me in they pen, and it was very, very hard. I'm being real in the beginning
Oh, this what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with
because I
that.
couldn't break it
Catch
down.
it.
I was still new, and my homeboy was like, You'll get it, Jamie. Just keep watching the battle."
Yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
so I was like, okay, whatever. And so then I finally watched it. I thought I was tripping. That battle needed to be in a
On
small
YouTube.
room.
It
It
needed to
needed to
be. It needed to
be
be
on
on
a small
YouTube.
room.
It
Well,
needed to be on
yeah, and it
YouTube.
needed to be in a small room like that so you could hear every. I feel like what Daylight was spitting, and it's not to take away from Verb. I mean, not Verb from
Tay Rock.
It's not. Yeah, it's not to take away from him.
Yeah, that nigga got 3-0. We ain't gonna gloss over that shit.
No,
Like,
no,
he
no.
got
He
3-0.
did.
He
He
got
did.
3-0.
He did. But
But he
they
was spitting. He was spitting, but he got
right.
3-0.
He was spitting, but the level that he was on was insane,
Yeah, like that.
and it
That's why
needed
I
to
be
be in
I
a
be
small room.
that's why I be needing that shit. Like that's why I be trying to exclude battles like that. Like what niggas I really be fucking with. We be talking about the battle rap. Like we be trying to take away the ones that the more obvious ones, because that's when you know who really fuck with battle rap. When you take away obvious answers and shit. Like for me, I like Easy and Chess at Summer Madness.
I
You know
was
what I'm
there
saying?
for that one.
Yeah, I think that's the best
That
battle.
was the best one.
The best battle that they've showed on Cafe. I remember I was on the way to see my girl, and I was, you know what I'm saying, I was on the bus riding, and I remember watching it, thinking to myself like, yo, I'm so mad I can't sit still and watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, here we go with this. Here we go with this shit with the K-Shot Verb shit. Here we go.
Let me look for it.
No, I'm talking. Oh no, I'm talking about the joint, because we know K Shot gave Verb that work. You know what I'm saying?
K.
And I'm a
Shine,
Verb
that was a very
fan.
good battle. He beat A Verb,
Yeah,
and
he 3-0'd him. He 3-0'd him.
he did. A Verb knew that too. He was shaking his head when he was on the stage, like, "Woo!" He couldn't
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
Nah,
Cause you
but
got
let me see. Caffeine. Okay, I don't know, cause right there, I was there for the Summer Madness one.
And
Okay,
so
so
you was there with real
I'm gonna
name,
tell
right?
you. Okay, so look, I'm not gonna say what I seen on caffeine because most of them I seen while I was like there in live. So I'm gonna say just live in a building, but it's still caffeine.
Okay.
Surprisingly, the battle with real name Brandon versus MVP.
Yeah, that shit was a good ass battle.
That you okay? So listen, the way that he performed at a level like he was a top tier. You know what I'm saying? To be
Yeah.
performing on stage like that, I
Whatever
was like,
happened? What happened to real name Brandon?
I don't know. I think he probably still. I don't know if he battling and stuff, but you know, battle rap is battle rap.
Yeah, I'm about to say like him, like Jada Nightwing was one of my favorites though. I had to go him, Jada Nightwing and Emerson Kennedy is one of my favorite battles too.
I think he's supposed to be retiring.
Damn.
What's his name? Emerson. I like Emerson.
Oh yeah, Emerson Kennedy. Yeah, that's why you're doing the crash out thing. You know what I'm saying? But like that was like him and I'm trying to tell you, him and Jada Nightwing, that shit was a good ass battle. Like I like all kind of like some of my favorite battles ain't the battles people gonna pick. Like I like HA Double and Anubis. That's one of my favorite battles. QP Quantum Physics and what's the dude used to be with Verb and Hitman and them?
You know, I don't know.
Damn, it'll come to me, but like Quantum definitely got one of the battles that I like, one of my favorite battles. Like I'm just all over the place with these battles because it's like some of these small leagues be having some good ass battles. Like
It's not
some
on here.
K-Shine, hold up. Let me look on my other phone. K-Shine and hold up, I got you. So
It's who?
NWX. So NWX against Hitman and Hitman
Oh,
and
hold on, child. I typed in the wrong name.
yeah, if I say NWX against Hitman and Verb.
Oh, okay. NW. They beat them?
Yep.
Why nobody really talk about that battle?
Because it's an old battle. That's what I'm saying. Like you came, like you gotta think. By the time you really got into the battle rapping, NWX had already did their thing.
Yeah, because my homeboy, when I first started, he was like, Jamie, I want you to watch this battle and you tell me what you think. So that's why I was glad that I had certain homeboys because they was like, we know you new to the game, watch this battle. Cause especially with the dudes. So I was like, who y'all want me to watch? They was like, tell me what you think. Watch EFB versus NWX. Oh my goodness.
Why?
I wish I would have watched that on a big screen. I watched it on my computer, my little laptop. I should have watched that on a big screen with the surround sound. Cause ain't no freaking way.
That one, I mean, shit. Loaded Hollows and Chess and Rock. That one was a
That was a good
real.
one.
That was a real.
No. You ain't lying. And
Yeah.
I like 2-on-2s. But
They
everybody
be
named Mama
alright.
can't do
They
everybody
be
can't do
alright.
2-on-2s.
Yeah.
They all right, but for example, when you had K Shine and Lou Castro versus Av,
And Fonz.
man, you can't tell me that
They
that
beat
was like,
they beat dog shit out them boys. Like that shit
but
wasn't. It
it
was
was a
alright.
very good battle.
It was alright.
Are you okay? Well, you've been in the game longer than so. Yeah, you probably see things
Yeah.
differently.
It was. Yeah. I mean, no. I'm saying in the sense of like certain combos if they don't really link like that. Like all right. Like the first time we seen gun titles,
Right.
we knew that shit was gonna work before it even worked. We knew it. So when we seen it when they first did it and they was doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like we knew like yeah, this is what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I see them I don't like when they mix the groups up like that. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all don't really fuck with each other, why y'all tag team?
Oh, that does
You know
make
what I'm saying?
sense because the chemistry.
Yeah, like I like when they like, and I don't like seeing them all the time. Like when they first started doing them, it was more interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because it was kind of like the All-Star. It's like All-Star Weekend. Now it's like you getting them. You know what I'm saying? Getting them all the time, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Just like Kings vs. Queens. I feel like how they doing the Summer Madness theme of the Kings vs. Queens, I don't like that because that's not Summer Madness.
I don't know what. I don't
I
know
ain't like
what
Summer
that.
Impact. Even
That
though
was
I ain't like,
horrible.
yeah, I ain't like Summer Impact. So it was like, yo, if it's Summer Madness, make it Summer Madness. Kings vs. Queens is Kings vs. Queens. You know?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all already stole Queen of the Ring. So it's like, yo, just make that a staple. Kings vs. Queens. Just do that. You know what I'm saying? Do that early in the year or late in the year. But don't try to make it no Summer Madness. I want to see
Yeah, 'cause
real
it's,
battles, Summer Madness. And I'm not knocking none of these battles. I'm not really interested in none of them, so I probably won't even watch it. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I ain't interested. Like, at this point, since that last Blue Room with
This is old.
RBE, huh?
I found it.
Yeah.
India, let me see. Let me see.
Uh-huh.
This is old.
Mm-hmm.
They was babies.
They wasn't no babies, but like Birdman had no goddamn, yo had a little fro.
They was young.
I think this was after he cut the high top off and all that. That little bullshit high top.
Wait, hold on. No, I think I found. Oh, here we go, right here.
Yeah, that shit.
Let me see something.
I ain't on 3-letter man or cat status. You know what I'm saying? With this battle rap shit, but I ain't too far off them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Almost has a great way of matching clients. A really easy to use platform.
I'm looking for it right now.
By ensuring by cultural and sexual identity.
But I be wanting to do battle rap lives, but I gotta get my goddamn followers up on that page. I be wanting to have lives. We just, hey James, I'm gonna tell you. One time I had battle rap fame, battle rap energy. I had Mr. Chandler, another one of my homeboys. We was all in there talking battle rap. It was just a lot. We was just straight talking battle rap. That shit was so fire. I was so mad I ain't record that shit. That shit was fire.
Right. Yeah, but it's not like how it battle rap ain't like how it is. And
It's funny hearing you say that.
speaking of mental health, I be having to take a mental health break from them. I'm not lying. I kid you not. With all the stuff that be going on, because this is the thing. When you start going to the events and stuff a lot or whatever, you start being around different people. You be in a Twitter space and say like, say you a regular and stuff like that. You start seeing like the cliques, the crews, people start acting a certain way, and you know what I'm saying. You see the politics. People start tripping at like at the events, like you gonna probably think it's petty. Like, my nigga, move so somebody else could stand right here in the front. Like, why are you still in the, you know, it be stuff like that. Like, people be having crews and cliques, or you standing right there and you got there first, depending on where you at the venue. If it's tight and you in the front, then somebody come with their crew and they jump in front of you. And then when you a female, you already know what type of time you on. You just act like you weren't even there. And I remember at the last event, because Remy, I love Remy, but her trailers be fire. But Remy,
Oh yeah, they do.
Remy would get an event that's like at a small freaking like bar and grill or a little small club, and it would be like no room up in there. And then that's how it was for the last event. Like, so then you got people just jumping in front of you, So I finally got a good spot where I could see. And then you got people bumping up in front of you, people about to battle, then a crew come with them and they jump up in front of you. And so then this dude, he was about to, I was right in his face. I said, don't you even think about it. But I gave him that look like a parent, like a mama. Don't you even think about it. And he looked at me and they was like, I said, don't you think it. And cause he's about to jump in front of me.
That's why I like, look, I keep it a bean with you. I ain't never been in no battle rap, Joe. Ever.
You ain't.
I'm cheap as a bro. I will buy the pay-per-views and stuff.
Man, you missing
You know
out,
what I'm saying?
friend.
And the thing is, like, and that's why I ain't really like. I be on the spaces. I be perusing here and there. I be saying the
No, you a
joints, but
mental health counselor now, so you be over here doing mental health, and you doing the Lord's work. That's good.
yeah, no.
Um,
I mean, I'm with it. Like, see, I love it. Like, I still love battle rap, and I still got like I got another YouTube channel, right? And I'm thinking about doing a little bit of the battle rap stuff and all that stuff over there. You know what I'm saying? It's like I still love it. It's just like when I should have been going, I didn't go. And that's where it's fucked up because now it's fucked up. So it's like it ain't really no point in going now. Because the times when I could have, I mean, well, you know what? I ain't gonna say it ain't no point. But some of the battles that I really wanted to see are gone. Like there's really no battle that I really want to see other than Lux and Daylight.
are you serious? For
Like, all right,
real?
tell me a battle. Like, tell me a battle that's worth seeing right now where you'll be like, no matter how much it
Mm-hmm.
costs, you'll be like, I got it.
Let me see. Now the Lux and Daylight, you right. You right. You right.
Look, I remember one of the first pay-per-views I ever got was Mook and Verb.
Well, who do you want to see now? Do you want to see the Mook and Hitman? Because everybody keep talking about that one.
I think I don't know. I just like if all right, if I had to pick something other than Daylight and Lux, I would have to say like I don't know, maybe Kayshawn and Twerk. That might get me a little excited because I know that Kayshawn gonna be talking that shit and he gonna promote. And Twerk don't like niggas talking to him any kind of way, so that's gonna make him promote. So I, you know what I'm saying? I can live with that. But it's like all right, like Big K and Tay Rock. Like right now that's a good battle. But it's past the time that they should have had the battle. Like battles is like fights. Like sometimes when you should have really had it, you don't have it. Just like Lux and Verb. I think that was a good battle. I still believe Verb won the battle, but I believe if this shit would have happened 5-10 years ago, it would have been a total like young hungry Verb and Lux. That'd have been a different type of battle.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The timing.
Yeah, so
Timing
that's
is
why.
everything.
Yeah, that's why I don't be excited at some of these joints like Rum Nitty and Lux had me excited only because I knew that Lux knew he couldn't play with Rum Nitty.
And I like the fact that Lux did not promote, and everybody was like, "He gonna lose," and he came in. I had him winning anyway for months, and he came in there and showed everybody like I said, I'm Lux. Like this, why they call me beloved, and I
I
felt
tell
like they rapped. They came in there to rap, and that's
you can
exactly what they did, and it was a very very, very good battle. If anything, I want to see some more grudge matches. Grudge matches was nice.
but
I
what
think
grudge matches are left?
I don't know because one thing and it's crazy. I know the only reason I'm bringing that up is that I feel like somebody said the state of where battle rap is at right now. We need some battles to drop ASAP because it's starting to be too much drama and starting to be too much like a reality series.
How
So it
you
was
feel
good that we
about
had that.
matter of fact, yeah, this definitely gonna go up. How you feel about Dot and Bad News?
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I actually deleted the Twitter app, so I don't be on it like that. Specifically, like I was saying, the mental health, so I could start like stop being on Twitter so much and being caught up with battle rap, specifically for stuff like this. Because when I got on there, I seen one video, and then I seen some more stuff surface after the fight. Then I seen Twerk on top of Dot. And then after that, they said it was a gun in the strap. I was like, see, this the shit. Then you got on top of that, more and more stuff coming out with Averb and Hitman. So it's like, I don't be knowing what the process, because it's like at this point, you see so much stuff happen in battle rap, you be like, girl, that's every day. You desensitized. But I feel like why they do Dot like that? They didn't have to do him like that.
This my whole thing right now. I'm a realist, right? Him and Bad News getting out. Whatever happened with him and Twerk, I don't know what that is because we still don't know how he ended up on the ground over top. But we know that he was fucking with Twerk and kept picking at Twerk and Twerk. You know what I'm saying? Like, Twerk is a fucking gorilla. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga ain't the nigga that you really want to be. But anywho,
Right.
when Bad News and Dot is fighting, like Bad News rock him, no doubt, put him down. But he hopped straight back up. So it's like, oh, all right, okay, let's go. Now, I don't know how he he said he hit him in his groin. I'm quite sure if I got hit there, I go down too. You know what I'm saying? But like for your homeboy, the whole homeboy running up with the joint on him, that's the issue.
That's what everybody's saying too.
That's the issue. That's the biggest issue because it's like, yo, that's a one-on-one. That's a
This whole
one-on-one.
generation is cooked. That's what my kids be saying. So that's the phrase I'm using. Because I was just having to talk with my son, my youngest one. I said, you know, y'all generation, y'all just love to jump people. And it's
Niggas
either
can't take no
jumping
ass
people
whooping.
or pulling out the gun. And I see why. Because my son was showing me a video, like they be showing me like a little video, of course, of what happened at school, or if they happen again to fight. And I'm not promoting it, but that's what happened with this generation. They any fight they put on their cell phone or whatever, so you could see it. But when I be looking at the boys fighting and stuff like that, do you know a lot of these boys don't know how to fight? They don't, when I tell you they don't know how to school, they stance don't be on point. They don't know how to like get their hand with their footwork together. They don't know how to, you know, throw the jabs, throw the punches. They don't know how to do that. You know what I mean? They talk more than anything. So I think with that, that's why they jump. That's why they be bringing guns and stuff like that. It ain't no more fair ones. If you see a fair one nowadays, I seen little boys be throwing a fair one. They swing just like they mama. You could tell they come from a single parent home. And
Hit him with the helicopter.
with the windmill.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but that's because people scared. Like, that's another thing. With everything being on camera, people scared to take an L. People were scared to take L's beforehand. Well, what's up, Coop? People were scared to take L's beforehand, but since these camera phones and all that, man,
Look, remember back in the day, I hate to say this, okay, Lord, thank you, God, for delivering me, right? So, I'm 40. I think you're a little bit older than me, right?
Yeah, I'm 46.
Remember, oh, for real? Dang, I thought you was like 44. I didn't know you 46. Okay, well, hell, you hell. Hey, all right, big brother, hell. Like, so look, so look, but remember our day? I hate to say it like this, but remember our day when we was like, if you knew how to fight, you was ready to fight. Like, you didn't care about losing. You like, nigga, get down, you know? And I'm from LA, so the females be with it like, bitch, what's happening? Go to the back. We used to, not like that. We was ready to fight. Like, we wanted to fight. Like, fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nowadays, these kids be like, no, leave me alone. Or they go they jump or pull out the gun or stuff like that.
They be quick. Like, they just can't take the L. Like, it's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not like it was never embarrassing to catch an L, but it's like they can't handle that. It's just like,
but it's different. But see, I ain't gonna hold you though. It's different this year, this generation, because our fights back in the day, if you won a fight, you just won. If you lost, you had to take that season or probably like that semester or maybe that month. People talk about you. It wasn't online. Now stuff can be online. People can go. It's like in the archives now. You could look up a fight that happened like 10, 15 years ago that was online. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can never.
That shit don't never die.
I wouldn't want to lose no fight, no generation like that and on camera. And then
I mean, but then it's like, all right, if you don't want to lose, then why you put yourself in a situation?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying about battle rap though. Like, this is what I was talking about. Like, when you start going to these events, it be like, it's the cliques. So it could be the battle rappers be on 10 or they cool. It could be the cliques that they come with. They be doing too much. Or it could be like, you know, say Geechee when he battled Lux. When they was there, they had to be from his hood. Like, these was active gang members. They didn't even want to move on the stage. They couldn't get no order, no nothing for them to move. Like, it'd be like crazy stuff like that. Or whatever. It'd be too much, or people be having tempers, or it could be like that. People done got into it on the internet. Cause I didn't have got into it when I first started, like getting into it with people. You know, people be getting out of pocket and be talking crazy and stuff like that. And you know, this is when I was like a hot hit. I used to tell people like, well, you know, we gonna see each other at events sooner or later. So, like it's stuff like that. So you may get into it with somebody.
I could have, damn, I'd have never thought, you know what I'm saying? I'd have never thought that of you.
I don't be playing with these females and stuff like
She
that.
like, nah, I'll fuck a bitch up and we to twist it. Okay.
But
Yeah,
by me
that
really
is.
like, nah, cause my kids, I thank God for my kids, but I do thank God for my support system, my village and stuff like that. Like they really had to start telling me like, Mom, we can't do this no more. Like we tired. We don't like when you always getting into it with somebody. Like we understand. My daughter told me one time, she was like, Mom, I know you ain't no hoe. Like, and when she's saying hoe, like you ain't no punk. But she was like,
Yeah.
Mama, for real, like you gotta calm down. Like, are you know? And my sister used to tell me, like, Jamie, when this fight, you get so happy when you see a fight. She was like, you forget you somebody, Mama. I ain't gonna lie. I was young. I was like maybe 20. My baby was 1. She was like, you forgot you somebody, Mama. I kid you not. I forgot I was a parent. I kid you not.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
adrenaline
shit.
kicked in. I'm like, hell no, they squabbing. Like, so it took me a long time. I'm gonna say recently, where I finally was just in my car crying, like, God, I gotta stop being like this. Like, I'm too old. I feel like it's affecting my relationships. It's affecting like me at work. It's affecting everything, me and my kids. Like my perception be so messed up where I be offended off of stuff I shouldn't be offended off of. It start messing with your mental health. Like somebody really could say something to you and you be thinking like, you got a problem? You know what I'm saying? Like your perception
Yeah.
is so messed up. And when your kids and your family don't want to be around you, or you meet a man that really, really is interested in you, he like you, but he just like you too much for me. Like you're not bringing me no peace. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah, look, dudes cherish peace more than anything now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it'll be a battle where I'm just be like, yo, I gotta be there.
look, let me tell you something. Now, all jokes aside, because I work for URL, but they just don't know it yet. Okay, so I'm a representative. So listen.
On.
They just don't know yet, all right? Nah, but I'm gonna tell you something. Like when I went to my first in battle like event, it was very, very nice. It's the battles hit different, of course, in building than they do on online. So like when you see it, so and this is the crazy part, you can watch a battle that was fire. If you see it on you can go ahead and go home and watch that same battle. You're gonna be like, dang, it's not the same feeling that I had when I was there. Especially depending on who's producing the battle, like who's filming the battle. Only
You
person
talking about like Avo? Talking about Avo?
he's better. Caffeine Studios, I don't know what they was doing. They needed to have like not Jay Black. What's the other one?
Oh, you talking about JB?
JB. Yeah, they need to have him or have Avocado. Anybody else?
But you
No.
gotta think they like Caffeine pretty much like movie production type shit. Like
Yeah,
so
they had it looking like a movie, and it was like, what is this?
when they had the one what was it, Summer Madness where them niggas was out on the corner and shit.
Yeah, no. They like it made, because some people be thinking like when they see the battles on Caffeine, they be thinking that the way they was producing and the production of it, they really thought that we was in a crowd not responding, and we was like reacting. And that's why I was like, when you go to an in-building event, it's so fire. Like I used to want to be on the stage, and then I was like, no, I don't like being on the stage, because with the stage, it's too many crews. You stand there, and then it's like you paying all this money to stay on the stage when you know you're not gonna be up there majority of the time. It's better to like be there, like in the crowd. Like, you know how many people that you could meet, like y'all don't know each other. Everybody done traveled. You get there, it's just like so cool. Especially like when Chess and Easy Battle. Oh my God.
That shit one of my
Energy
like,
was in there.
and they was rapping like you gotta think the face off, like everything leading up to the battle, and it delivered.
You will find about 2 or 3 best friends up in there doing them battle rap event, because like everybody be so cool. Like it's a trip. Like we be in there, like everybody be throwing up like That's one. I'm quick. I stay with all the dudes that's over there, so I'll be in there like, that's one. Like, all right, you cooking today. Like, it's so fun. Like, it's really, if you really like, but you want to go when it's a good crowd. Like, a good crowd is Houston. Go with a crowd that's gonna catch all the bars and stuff like that. You go to like New York where it's like bias, nope, it's not gonna be cool. I mean, it's
But
still
that's
like,
but that's the Mecca though. That's the Mecca though.
boo. The last couple events they
The
had, them
URL.
they wasn't catching nothing. Come on, friend.
But it just be the URL though, because anybody else go to New York, it don't be like that. Like when Black Ice Cartel was there, it wasn't like that. When RBE was there, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a certain, I think it's just a certain type of energy though. Cause like
Right.
URL is kind of like the Apollo. You know what
You
I'm
right.
saying? Like they not going like, you know what I'm saying? You getting paid too much to come up here and talk some bullshit. Like you getting paid
You
entirely
right.
too much to be talking some bullshit. Like on them other leagues, and they ain't even no not the RBE because I feel like RBE is on the level of other URL. And I felt like if ARP ain't bow down and just leave, they would be better than URL. Cause he's putting on
Man,
better.
they need to bring him back.
I mean, but you gotta think, him as a businessman, like ARP don't need battle rap, and with all that legal shit and all that, like people get tired.
No. You right, cause he made sure he put on there on his tag. He be like, "I'm retired." I was rolling. He let people know he was
But I
because
don't
ain't
never
nobody
think.
trying to mess up their peace though. Especially when you
Yeah,
find peace. That's why DNA is not.
I don't think ARP ever, his goal was ever to really be in this for long. I remember ARP when he was a blogger and he used to be at the King of the Dots and the Smack battles and all. Like it'd be crazy when you really look back and you think about it, you'd be like, damn, yo was the dude in the crowd and shit and all that. Like,
He just probably was. He was probably like good at what he was doing, like the business aspect. Because if you ever hear
yeah.
him, in on Twitter or when it's like stuff going back and forth, or even when they be trying to like, get
He ain't
smart.
the nigga play with. It's a
He
couple
not the one to play
niggas.
with because he's
It's a
he's very
couple
very
of
smart and articulate.
look.
And
It's Piper Boy, it's ARP, and it's Chris Unbiased. They the three motherfuckers that you really don't want to fuck with when shit get real. Like
right.
don't play with them niggas. Don't play with them niggas. So, but now it's like King of the Dot trying to do their thing.
Well, they
We'll
don't.
see.
Yeah.
We'll see how this match goes. I mean, that's a good battle that to have as a main event though. But I just want to see the card around it.
You know what else is cool when you go to an in building event? Like I used to just go for the battles and leave. And then my homegirl was like, "Look, Jamie, we got out there. She drove from Canada.
Damn.
Right. She drove to Canada to Philly. So I caught the plane all the way
Yo,
from
she drove from Canada to Philly.
exactly. I don't know what her issue is. And so she liked to drive. So, I'm catching a plane from, Cali over here to Philly or whatever. So we tired, and we in our 40s. You know what time that is. We gonna sleep all Saturday before we get to the event. We gotta take about 2-3 naps, right? Because we gotta perpetrate and act like we can hang with the youngsters and be up all night.
Mm-hmm.
So she told me when she picked me up from the airport, because I basically I traveled all Friday. The event was Saturday. And so she was like, we gonna sleep in. I said, cool. Next thing you know, I'm knocked out. She like, Jamie, nope, we getting up. We're going to go sightsee. That was the best decision that she made. When you're going to leave your state and you're going to go to a battle rap event, take, advantage going to go see the city. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those cities, when I tell you we was in Philly, I went up to go the little steps that Rocky was running, which is actually a museum. Went up to the Rocky steps or whatever, took pictures and stuff like that. It was so beautiful. It was so nice to be at different like landmarks and stuff like that. It was so nice. It really, really was. And it was such a beautiful event. And I'm not going to lie, I think my trip to Philly, like actually going to Philadelphia and then seeing how pretty it was, because the event was in Philly, but then, initially it was supposed to be in Philly, but it was like in New Jersey, which was probably like not that far from Philly. And we went and it was cool. But you get to see all that stuff outside of what you regularly see. I had a beautiful time.
That's what's up. I mean, Philly is like, see, I'm in Baltimore, and like Philly is close to Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice over there. It ain't no, you know what I mean? It ain't no. I'm just trying to think, like, because I ain't been there in a while. Because I used to do scaffolding, and we used to travel there to do some of the jobs.
Right.
But I just remember it just reminded me so much of Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
red
it was
brick,
nice. I had so
red
much
brick
fun.
buildings. That's what's up, though. I mean, so all right. So is it an event you looking forward to going to now, or it's something that you know? Because you know you plugged in. You know what I mean? So
I
you know
feel
what's
like,
going on.
well, I ain't gonna lie. You gotta have some funds to go to these joints.
Oh, I
So
already know.
right
I
now,
already know.
I'll be like, ooh, Lord, like, I feel like now it got to be a card that's worthy for me to go to, because sometimes you can go to an event and like say it depends on the like for me, this is just me. Remy gonna give you bomb matchups, so you want to see the battle, but when you get there, I don't like her venues, and sometimes I don't like the pay-per-views. So sometimes I be feeling like, was it really worth it? You get what I'm saying? Or then like it depends too, like on the crowd. Like when you go there, sometimes the crowd can make it be like her last event she had in Miami, it was at a bar and grill, right? But the thing about it is that it's not like she rented that out for the event. So it was like, yes, we was there having the battle rap event, but it was some people that was there still coming to the bar and stuff like that. Just because this is a thing that they do on Sunday because it be cracking. So we had a crowd there that wasn't even a battle rap crowd. So if they not a battle rap crowd, it's not the fact that they being disrespectful, but they don't understand that not only we doing a production, it's battle rap. They don't know when to be quiet and stuff like that when we having a battle rap, and then they not there for that, nigga. They came there to unwind and it's Sunday. So
And get they drinking and eat on.
right, and they wings was fire. So I kid you not. So I just feel like sometimes you can go to an event and be disappointed. Like it be the events that I don't want to go, I don't really want to go to, and I end up going, and them the ones that was cracking. The ones where you like, oh shoot, I'm glad I came type events. Like, oh, I wasn't even gonna come. Like,
So which event was that for you?
so one of my events that I went that was cracking was the Philly event. I just think Philadelphia was cracking, but it was cool because that's when I saw Geechee and Easy battle. That was actually cool. That the crowd was cracking because when them two battled, the Easy crowd, his fans, their feelings was hurt.
Yeah, that was a hard battle for you.
No. I was going for Geechee because first.
No, I'm talking about for Easy. Like
Yeah, like
we knew that
you
shit
should have
wasn't
seen it
going.
in his face. Like on live you should have seen it in his face. He know he had lost, and people was in the building. They feelings was hurt. All the Easy fans
Yo was
hurt.
shrinking. Yo was shrinking. Every round Geechee was saying yo was shrinking a little bit more.
Man, what battle did I go to that was really, really nice? So I had went to an event they had out here in LA from URL. It was called To Live and Die in LA. So
Okay.
it was Rum Nitty versus Danny Myers.
The rematch.
So when I got there, this was crazy. They were selling tickets for people to be on the stage, right? I thank God I didn't get those tickets. I'm gonna tell you why. So first, I was still kind of like up in the air if I wanted to go. It was in LA, so it wasn't that far of a drive. I was there by myself. It wasn't with none of the homies and stuff like that, whatever. And I got there, and it was really, really cool. It was really, really nice. And then out the blue, they was like, "Who want to come on stage?" You already know me. I did. I'll run over there. Because when I go there, I'll be real nice to security. I'll be real polite. My mama sure know how to raise me with hospitality. I'd be like, yes, sir, may I go in there, please? They like that. So anytime I come up there, it was so many times that they was asking people who wanted to go up there. The man would just look at me. He was like, just go. So then he just like,
Duh.
just go. And so I met some really nice people there. Like it was like a good crowd. When you get a good crowd where it's like no arguing, no fighting, nobody being biased, they just really like the culture. It's just all bars. Cause like Chilla Jones had battled was it Chilla Jones versus Mike P?
That was that?
So it had what's that man name? Tink the Demon versus Jada Nightwing. That was a good battle. That was a battle you had to see in person. Tink the Demon, but I ain't gonna lie with him. I had to plead the blood. I was in the
Nah.
back. We was breaking down the bars. I said, I bind this spirit in Jesus' name. Cause what the hell? He ain't about to. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff I was in the back, I rebuke it. I bind it in Jesus' name. I bind it, oh God. Because you know, he
Yo.
Tink the Demon. He saying stuff that was like, hold on, nigga, the atmosphere about to change in a few minutes, you know?
And you know that nigga work at a funeral home and all that, so it's like that shit is different level. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
cause like when I was there for okay, so I was there for Traffic 4. So that was in Oakland, right? This is when what's our friend name? Jack Boy
Oh,
battled
Jack Boy, baby.
Saga. I missed it. So I'm there watching the battle, but you know how he referred to himself as like, is he like a demon? Or is it somebody's
Yeah.
grandson, the devil's grandson? One of them. One of
I
them.
think he the devil. I think he the devil grandson or something like.
Yeah, something like that. Cause him and Surf was going by the devil's grandson or something like that. Stepson, stepfather. It was weird. So at this one point in time, but Jack Boy was battling Saga, and I had put my head down, looking at my phone. I heard everybody like, you better not. He better not. Why he take 2 pages or some pages out of the Bible, ripped them out of the Bible, took his weed and put it in there and rolled his weed up, basically using the blunt, rolled his blunt with that. When I tell you, I said, hell no, I don't play with stuff like that. I done seen too much in my life where I was like, I don't play with stuff like that. And when he did that, I was like, oh yeah, you being bold not to do stuff like this to win a battle. You don't play with a guy like that, but you know, hey. And then he lit it up, rolled his weed up with the scriptures and stuff like that, and lit it.
Yeah.
And then
Niggas would do anything for attention.
and then at the end, he was trying to say, you know how Saga's a Christian, so he was like, you ain't got to believe in God. You are God, and you this, that, and the third. Everybody, now I know everybody believe what they want to believe, but I ain't gonna bust out and say I'm God because I ain't create nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't the creator. I'm a creation. And so they was in there, you right. That's right. Ruben, I said, hey, I'm in the back. Father God, I am not a part of that. I'm just letting you know. Because I'm like, if you do anything to this building, it's spare me. Because you
Yo, that's
something gonna
funny.
happen in this atmosphere. Get the switch and you just know that the spirit is in me, oh God, Father God. You said greater is he that is in me than he that's in the world. I'm not a part of this nonsense. But yeah, like when I started seeing that battle rap, they could really like, because the way that Tink the Demon was talking, he was talking like in a sense of illustrating of like
He descriptive. He descriptive as a motherfucker.
being very descriptive of like conjuring up a demon. I said, first of all, I don't play with no necromancy. I don't play with no Ouija board. I don't play with none of that. You ain't calling on nothing. Oh, and so when he was doing that, the bars was fire, but I was looking like, Jesus, I Father God, I rebuke the name of Jesus, the blood of Jesus, all of that. Yeah, hell yeah. But that battle was good. Him and it's sad when it's a good battle, but I be having to ask God to forgive me when it's a good battle, but they start talking demonic. But it's like, do you hear the bars? Because him
That's
and
everybody saying that shit.
you gotta see, yeah, that battle between him and Jada Nightwing was fire though, but in person. So that whole thing was cracking, like it was really, really lit. And then you may get it cracking because they had it in Hollywood. Was it LA closer to Hollywood? So then, like when you leave, you already know the food vendors is out there in LA. They got it popping. And
Now, see, I'll probably come to a battle in LA. I ain't been like I was in San Diego one time. I used to live in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So I lived there for 2 years. That was in my 20s though. You know what I'm saying? We went to San Diego once, so I really don't know shit about California. You know what I'm saying? So I would, if they had a battle somewhere out there, like a good spot, that would be something I might be interested in, but it gotta be the right type battle.
that's what I'm saying. It gotta be. See, that's a lot of things that I feel like the crowd too, because sometimes the crowd, if they don't catch the bars or like, you know what I don't like? Biased crowds, like people who do not react on purpose. Like, you know that
But that's kind of cool for the person watching at home though, because if they're not reacting, then people ain't stopping and they going through all the bars.
I don't know. I'm like, nah, hell nah. Y'all need to be reacting. Y'all doing that on purpose. Like you could tell that.
Yeah.
Like we done been at some events where it's like, that's where the politics start coming in low key. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you beefing with so and so, you're not speaking of so and so. I get like I'm the type of person where, like, for example, I love me some A Ward. I tell people that was my favorite battle rapper. But when he lose, I'm gonna tell you he gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, and like, for example, so with Averb, everybody knew I was crushing on him. He was crushing on me, shit. I keep it a buck. And so everybody knew that I was crushing on him, but I had to be real with myself because I was like, I don't get down like that. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I knew he was gonna lose to Swamp. I knew Swamp. I had Swamp 2-1. I said it could go either way, but I said not the way that he was talking to Swamp. And I was like, Swamp ain't. I said, Swamp, he ain't no buster. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no slouch. And when we got there, guess whose side I was on by accident? I was on Verb's side. That was by accident. And it was weird. No, because I was in the crowd. And since I told you I'd be being nice to security guards, I'd be like, hey, how you doing, sir? Yes, sir. No, yes, sir. My mama real big on manners. So, I see somebody, I'd be like, yes, sir. No, sir. Being real polite. I don't want no problem, sir. That's me. So then one security guard, he just kept bothering me. Like, he wanted to talk to me or whatever. Older man, but I don't talk to older men like that. And so
get away from me, old man.
I don't talk to older men. And so he was
like, how much older than you was he?
He had to be about 50 something. Like, I had to tell him, like, I kept saying, I was like, sir. I was talking to him like that, like you could be my dad, like, sir.
Damn, at 50 he could be your dad?
He was like 50 something. He was older than me. I don't date. Oh, I just now really got to a place where I started even want to talk to somebody that was my age. Like, I don't look my age, so most people think that I'm younger. So most of the dudes that I attract are younger than me anyway. And so I just finally just was like considering, like, no, I'm a, Lord, if he 40, maybe 45, we could do it, Lord, because, I was really want to talk to somebody that was like maybe 5 years younger than me. But like where I'm at in my life and stuff like that, I need somebody that's my age, because when I'm going through it physically in my body, I think once I found that I had this lump in my breast, that's when it changed everything. Because I'm like, I don't see a 30-year-old really, not to say like that, because most of the dudes I was talking to was 10 years younger than me. You telling them you want through these changes with your body, you get what I'm saying? They can't. Nah, they can't.
I mean,
so
I get it.
I'd rather be with somebody that really can understand. Like, not saying he couldn't understand, but I put it like this: while he ready to go to the club, I'm knocked out. I'm asleep. You know how you older your body and stuff, whatever. And so, and then I just seen some other stuff in my life that made me just be like, if I wanted to be with somebody that was mature enough where we both could understand the changes that we're going through when you start hitting your 40s and you start hitting your 50s, you know what I'm saying? And so, no, for real, like on some real type stuff, And so I didn't want to be with somebody younger where I'm taken away from him, because I'm like, I'm past where he's at, you know what I'm saying? He still want to go out and want to have fun and chill. Like, I done did all of that, So that just made me start looking at stuff like that. Hold on real quick. It's just us in here, me and you.
Yep, seeing that way. It's all good. Oh, you just chilling. Like, one thing about me is when I get on, I don't really be tripping about whether people show or not, because I put stuff up on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, oh, you know, and I don't know if you sleepy because I'm quick to be like, because for me it's early for me at 7:50. Where other people live at, I forget they be like,
Yeah,
2 or 3 hours.
it's 10:50. It's 10:50, yeah.
You know, people be, you know, asleep. But so I got to the point where I was like, I just decided to talk to somebody that was maybe my age, 40 and 41, 42, 43.
Okay.
But this man was like older. And so he didn't understand battle rap. So he didn't know, like, man, look, when I tell you, a lot of people didn't understand, like, the battle rap scene, they don't. So when you know how they do the face off, you know how they look at each other and they look at each other up and down, Swamp and them was doing that. I'm so glad I was right there with him because him and his crew was about to shut the battle down. Well, Remy couldn't even say nothing. He didn't understand about the cliques, the crews, none of that. I had to tell him, it's okay. It's okay. Trust me, it's okay.
She like, calm
What they
down,
do.
Grandpa.
No,
Calm
for real. I
down,
was like,
Grandpa.
this is what they do. I'm like, no. I said, they not about to fight. Their whole security system there, when I tell you they was on point, I liked them though because they was not playing. Like anybody got out of line, basically, it ain't really too much Remy could say. Like if they wanted to kick somebody out, they almost kicked Remy's assistant out and told her she couldn't come back.
Damn.
That's how much they was, yeah, because she was in there bumping somebody and doing something she had no business. And they was like, no, if my boss tell me that to kick you out and you showing out and you ain't on that, he was like, you can't come back in. And that's just what it is. And she was like, well, I'm Remy Ma's assistant. He was like, I don't care. Because they kind of rude out there. They don't have manners out there in Miami. Like, they was rude as hell out there. One note, they just rude. And so next thing you know, he was like, you want to stand? So he was standing in the front, the security, because of course he's securing everything, and Verb and it was about the battle in the Swamp. I'm in a cut, you know what I'm saying? But you know, everybody got their clicks. He done brought his two little click, and you know, the boss is over there and everybody in a cut. I'm in a cut, just minding my business. The security guard looked at me, he was like, you want to stand right here? I said, yeah. Yes, sir. So I got in the front and stuff like that. You can't see me, I'm in a cut, but I'm right on the left. Right when he battling Swamp, I'm right there. And this is where I say I don't be being biased and stuff like that because he was getting cooked. The boss was not responding and not reacting to nothing that Swamp was saying. Swamp was nice in building. All the because you have to be there you have to listen to the build up to everything that Verb had been saying about Swamp. He gonna choke, he retarded, he stupid, he dumb,
he got ghostwriters, though.
Yeah, and it was evil though. The stuff he was saying was evil. He gonna choke. He was saying some evil stuff. At this point, I was like, this shit is not cool. It's not nice. It's really like bullying get to a point. And so when I tell you, I was like, I'm not about to sit over and be biased because I like you. I've been in your spaces. I'm gonna be fair. Swamp was cooking so much, I didn't hold back my reactions. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. And I like battle rap, so I'm in here grabbing on his shirt. Like, what you mean? Like, I be extra out. When you go to the events and the vibe is right, shit, you know. And then people like that. They like to be encouraged. Like, what you mean? We had so much fun. And so, yeah, I don't be being
yeah, I'm unbiased. Like I'm unbiased. Like I say, Verb my favorite, but I know that nigga done caught, you know what I mean, quite a few L's. You know what I'm saying?
This new Verb, I know he's really doing well in a sense where he find his niche as far as like being on the spaces, as far as promoting. But the
Verb
problem
always
is,
done like that.
yeah, but no, what I'm saying is that he's real good at that. But when he get in the battle, no, like it don't. So
but you gotta think, Verb. All right, so the last couple battles Verb done had was what, Swamp.
He got cooked.
Ill Will,
He lost that one.
A Ward,
All right, they weren't winning.
Suge, and Hollow. You know what I'm saying? So now, and like the only one, like Verb was good in at least 3 of them. Like real like Verb like
Right.
whatever this new Verb is. Like I
That's
think
what
when
I'm
he was
saying.
battling Suge, when he was battling Suge, I think that's when the new Verb popped in. Cause I like if Verb ain't stumble in the second, I'd have had Joe winning the battle.
And see, that's what I'm saying. I think he has perfected this craft more so on him being vegan, because you just got to hear him when on the spaces. Vegan, this new thing with him, especially being misogynistic, this new route with his podcast and stuff like that. I feel like he put more into that than how he was. Like, you could see a big difference. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
when
that
he
nigga was
rap,
hungry.
right. So now it's not like he's hungry. And this is the funny thing, because I told you I was new when it came to battle rap, right? So when I came into the battle rap scene, I didn't, you gonna laugh, I didn't give a damn about who A-Verb was. I was never like,
Yeah, if you don't know,
I'm telling you, like, okay, so 2020 and 2021 is where the spaces started really, no, 2021 is where the Twitter spaces started really cracking. At that time, who was really dominating Twitter spaces was Verb, and it was Surf.
I mean, Surf more so than Verb. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, they were going back to back,
yeah, but I'm just saying,
because
like,
when they
yo,
start having the clicks and stuff, that's when Yoshi G.
oh, you talking about the when they had like the Island Gods and the gun titles and all that shit.
Yeah. So when it was around that time, like, people don't know. I don't even want to tell people this, because people will get, okay, so look, Verb. Okay, so look, you got 40. Her fan base is crazy, right? You
Yeah, I
got
fuck with 40.
Surf fan base is crazy too, and Verb fan base is crazy, right? So I don't even like to tell people that I'm not a Gun Titles fan. I'm not a Surf fan. Like, you can't even whisper that, because people be like,
I
you know,
mean, he
really,
not one of my favorites. He not, but Surf that he one of them niggas, but he not one of my favorites.
yeah. So I was like, when they in the spaces, and then you hear, like, in the spaces, it could get real cliquish. So it kind of looked bad when you hear them. So I just didn't want to, like, listen to
Rock
even
the
the
boat.
battles and stuff like that, because I'm like, damn, because I'm still kind of fresh, like, in battle rap culture. Like, they really quick to call us bitches, like it's nothing, like, you battle rap bitches and stuff like that. And I'd be like, hold the phone. So I really didn't listen to him that much, Surf or Aver, and I didn't understand why, like, everybody was like really on Verb and Surf. It was till, like, Surf went to jail, and
Verb took that shit over.
no. So, like, when Surf went to jail, you know how you just have time to be at home and you just watching certain battles and old battles. I was like, and then when he battled, no, this is before he went to jail. When he battled Twerk, and then you see the clips on TikTok, like, with him, I was like, dang, he really fired. And I seen him battle in Summer Madness against John. I was like, okay, I see why they like Surf, because he's on point. His energy.
But you gotta see his old battles though, like him and Big T, him and Young Ill, like him and X Factor. Like,
That's what I'm saying. So when you go backwards, I understood why. So that was like Verb. But before that, I never went into Verb spaces like that. I used to get out of there. This is when he started being very misogynistic. So I just heard about Verb. I never, like, he was one of them battle rappers that I never looked at any of his old stuff. And by me coming in Caffeine era, I was more so like on Lou Castro, like more the people who was on the app, like Vixen and stuff like that. More the people like that, Emerson Kent, all Caffeine. I'm Caffeine era, so I was rocking with my era. And then I didn't understand why, when I was going for A-Ward, somebody decided to, I don't know if they retweeted a video that I had where I just tagged A-Ward. I didn't even say anything bad about Verb. I was just like, y'all always talking about A-Ward, X, Y, and Z. I don't like this, right? I don't know if somebody tagged Verb or because his cult, I call it a cult. His cult, they must have tagged him in my post that I had of A Ward, which I tagged him. And he must have retweeted it, and baby, it was on from there. When I tell you he trolled me, no, he didn't really troll me. His cult trolled me. All he did was post it, and when I tell you he was up in the Twitter Spaces, I found out that he was talking about me. They was tagging me, all type of stuff. So it really didn't look good as far as like I didn't give a damn, and I kept telling him like A Ward is gonna win. Like it's just what it is. So at this point, he a op. Then he used to get on the space. No, he used to tag me and no. It was a post, and he was like, "Yeah, your big face ass said I was gonna lose."
Wow.
He was like, "Your big face ass said I was gonna lose to A Ward. Shut your ass up." He told me my glasses had wings. Like,
Yeah, now I saw that shit. The shit about the wing on the glasses and shit.
when he said my glasses had wings, he told me, "Shut up. I don't like your glasses." He was like, "They look like they came with wings. Do you know?" Hold on. Do you know that everybody, even my kids, even my homegirl from church who's not into battle rap, she was laughing. She texted me talking about, "I heard your glasses came with wings, sis." Like, it was so crazy because he talked about my glasses where everybody was laughing so bad, and he would put me in a jumbotron, all type of stuff. But it all worked out, right? Because the battle, you know what I'm saying, the promo and everything. And then that's how I learned that I could really promote battles. Like, it really had me coming up out of my character, because I'll be on YouTube in a face-off, and I'll be in the chat sending super chats with the stickers and stuff like that. And I'll be like, A Ward 3-0, Verb worrying about the wrong thing. I'm being messy. You know what I'm saying? Like, his team A Ward. But I never checked any of his battles until recently, and I was like, oh, that's why y'all like Verb.
Verb was that nigga niggas was scared of at one point.
Yeah,
Like,
he battled. What battle did I see when he battled against Goods?
oh yeah, that was a good one.
I was like,
Extensions. Let me put my bitch weave in. You know what I'm saying?
when I saw that, I said, this Verb was. I said, this ain't the same Verb, and I said, so this is why y'all like Verb, like no, and it's not y'all. He got a real big fan base, like that really rock with him from like back in the day. So I understood it, because at first I would be like, I don't get it. This nigga just said my glasses is with no. What I didn't understand is other battle rappers in the culture who had respected him. So I just thought it was like, was they scared of him? Because remind you took me out talking about my glasses. I was like, I'm really not about to go and look on YouTube and figure out who he is. So I just thought that, right, I just thought that people was just scared of him, or people was just like letting him bully them or whatever, or they didn't want, or it was because, you know, then too, association, because Verb is very, very popular in battle rap. Like, people want to be in his spaces, and you should see how they be acting. They be acting crazy.
I be seeing that shit.
To sit at the table, you be like, dang. And so
That's why I just watch it on YouTube at this old.
right.
Like,
So I happened to be at home one day, because I seen him retweet. Somebody had retweeted a battle that they do. So they always do like 8 years ago on this day, such and such battle went down. So they had a battle between him and Goods. I looked at it and I said, what? Let me go view it. I viewed it and I was like, this is the A Verb? This A Verb?
Like, you gotta see, like, man, look, you gotta see like some of the old shit, like when he was on Grind Time, like him and Moth one. That was a good ass battle. Yo, Verb was that nigga, yo. Like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all gonna always be.
I see.
He gonna always be my favorite. Like, if you take all Verb best battles and say if you did a versus with Verb best battles against anybody else best battles, yo, it'd be hard, yo, to beat that nigga. Like, yeah, we got all these battles where he done fucked up and he done did the dumb shit and all that. Yeah, no doubt. But we got a lot of motherfucking bad. Verb got some quotables. They better leave that nigga alone.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
you better leave that wavy head nigga alone. But that nigga had the waves.
Yeah. I watched the battles of him back it was another battle that he did. He did a battle. So the battle with B Dot was nice. That was a good battle.
Yeah, nah, look. Verb versus the original Verb Hollow was a good battle. Even though it was only 2 rounds, it was still a good battle. Like, look, I'll tell you some battles. Like him and the Source was a good battle, unexpected. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I gotta see that one then.
Yeah,
And
him
I
and the
feel like
Source.
with Bird, when he said he done battle all the greats.
He
Oh
did.
no, him and who did he
Him and
battle?
Him and B Dot was a good joint.
Was it Geechee? Who he battle?
Yeah, he battled Geechee too. I think he beat Geechee.
Right. So that's what. And see, this is the thing though. So like, I was shocked to look. So it blew me off. I'm stuttering now because now it blew me off because like he be in the space is being cocky and being arrogant, right? And so then I'm already like, okay, he don't like me, he cussed me out, whatever, I don't care. You said my glasses had wings. Now the whole culture talking about my glasses got wings. But you know what was weird? Let me tell you something about him. People gonna laugh. Let me tell you something about him. It was crazy because one thing that I will say about Verb is that every person that I had, like Swamp, remember when Swamp was over here stuttering a lot and forgetting his material? He talked about him doing that the whole time. He was going to do that. Swamp has been supreme, clean, everything when it came to his battles. And one thing I said about Verb is that he bring the best out of people. Like Ill Will.
Oh yeah.
He said it was because of how he was on the Twitter Spaces. That's what made him prepare like that. I'm pretty sure Swamp. That's what made him prepare like that. Exactly. A-Ward, right? And so when I tell you, you're going to laugh. The reason why I tripped out on the glasses thing is because I had always had these regular type glasses and I would always just get the same little glasses, you know, and I started seeing these cat eyes coming out. That's the name of them. And so I was like, let me try something different. And so the lady was like, I paused because I seen them, but I didn't know if they was going to look nice on me. So I picked them out and I put them on my face. The lady was like, no, the man I was shocked. He was like, those are really pretty on you. He was like, those are really cute. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try something different, right? And I said, they told me how long it's gonna take. I got my glasses coming in. So then when I got my glasses, I got to work. My kids and my students was like, Miss Jamie, your glasses are so pretty. They was like, I like them much better. So I got 6th graders. You know, the 6th graders gonna keep it real with you, you know? I like them better. So here I am. I got everybody telling me, right? My glasses are cute, right?
And then here he come.
Look, my kids was like, Mama, your glasses is cute. Hold on real quick. I'm sorry.
You good.
I'll be right back.
All right, no problem.
Okay, I'm back. So here I am. Everybody like, your glasses is pretty. I'm getting compliments. They say it fits my face. Everything.
Yeah, they do.
And then it's so crazy because Verb, if he promote anything, it puts the attention on whoever, right? So I didn't know that about him. I'm still new to battle rap. This is 2023. I'm 2 years in, right? So he talked about my glasses to the point where the whole freaking culture knew that and was laughing. But everybody said, Jamie, that was really a plus because, like, I'm known for the glasses now. Like, people know when they see my glasses. And I was like, damn, well, I got to get some more pairs now. Like, and so.
And he put the attention on you. Like, that be what they doing. Like, that's a lot of them battle rappers. When they talking about you, that mean they fuck with you. Because if they don't fuck with you, you know what I'm saying, they ain't going to get no attention.
Crazy. I didn't know that. And no wonder when he was talking about my glasses, right? I used to just laugh. I thought it was funny. And so you got to think it was crazy. They knew it was me because I changed my name, and my homeboy told me because I was in the chat one day. Just we had A Word was a guest on our YouTube channel, my friend homeboy YouTube channel, and I'm just in the comments like, man, this is a very good episode. I like this episode. It's very good. He said we just gonna call you J Ward, Jamie. From now on, we just gonna call you J Ward. And I said,
J Ward.
that's when I changed it. So when I changed it to J Ward, and then Verb found out about it.
He was on your ass.
He was, and then with the glasses, so I didn't know that it was putting attention on me like that because that's not why I was doing it, you know. And so everybody was like, the females, they was coming after me, and they was like, get in the spaces, get in the spaces. And then one girl was like, babe, stop giving her so much attention. So then I ain't gonna lie, I paused and was like, what is this? This is awkward. You know, like, babe, they was like, babe, we keep telling you, stop giving her attention. I was like, what the hell going on? So then I just told them, look, y'all stop tagging me. Like, I don't give a damn. That's like, this is awkward. And so then, from him doing that, from my glasses to all that stuff, like people knew, like my homeboy was like, now everybody know you wearing them funny looking glasses and stuff like that. And he was like, they cute, but so he put the focus on me, and it was weird because like now though, and they know like I'm the one with the glasses that's like that. So now I gotta go get some more because they was like,
you one of them people now.
But I didn't know who he was. Like, he was that battle rap, and I think because he can be so very misogynistic. And then he had lost the hustle when he had that Pikachu thing on. And so I was like, who is this clown? So then when I went back and watched his battles recently, I said, oh,
yeah.
This is why everybody be like, oh, Verb back. The old Verb is back.
Oh yeah. He gonna always be my favorite. Like I said, I think Lux the GOAT, but Verb will always be my favorite.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that like him.
I mean, because we remember.
Yeah.
You know, if you just seen Verb, you like, yeah, he alright. But you just saying, like, I just seen niggas be scared of Verb. Like, real scared, like, don't want to battle with him. Like, niggas was ducking him.
For real?
Let me tell you something. He been trying, like, when he battled Charlie Clips, he was been trying to battle Charlie Clips. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was supposed, like, he been trying to make that shit happen. Just like Head Ice. When he battled SB, that was supposed to be Head Ice. Alright. You think what no problem with that wavy head, nigga?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. They was like, they need to bring the waves back. And Verb being there like, or they be saying that maybe he need to eat meat, and Verb be like, Verb really be oblivious to what people saying like Verb. You know what they mean. He was in the Twitter spaces talking about, well, what would that do? What would that change anything? We like, Verb, it will change a lot. Like, what do you mean? Like, Verb, it will change a lot. Like, you a different,
Verb is just more, I don't know, but you gotta think, but you supposed to evolve though.
You right. Like people, a lot of weight. I think people are concerned about his health.
Yeah, like think about like a Jay-Z.
He really big on that.
Even like real rappers, like not even say real rappers, but industry rappers, like a Jay-Z. Can't talk about the same thing forever. You gotta find new ways to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he really on his health a lot. Cause if you ever hear him on the spaces when he ain't cussing us out as women, he really big on that. But when he broke it down one time, he was like, the food, he really don't be playing about the food. When he said, like, when he realized that it was like everybody in the family was dying from like diabetes, and he figured out like he had to change his eating habits and stuff like that. He said that changed him. So I think he went like, I don't know if it's 15 years or however long he been vegan. And then
All right,
he
been a
was like,
minute.
he said it changed his body. But one of the things that Verb said, he said it changed the way I think. And I know that to be true because I ain't good vegan, but I went I remember when I was going to fast, you know the church would tell you, we going to church white fast and if you want to go on it, right? I started going on a fast and we did a vegetable fast. All just everything was vegetables, right? So I did a vegetable fast and I did one time we did so the vegetable fast was 21 days and then we did a 7-day one where it was all liquid. So it was no food. It was smoothies, fruit smoothies, and just water. When I tell you it was nothing but the Father and Son and the Holy Spirit that had me do that for 7 days, I couldn't believe it. But the clarity, my mind was so clear, like spiritually, but then like mentally, like where I couldn't, like I ain't gonna lie, like before I couldn't catch on to nothing. I was like, you know, you tripping, you stressing. I'm young at this time. I got 3 kids, da 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 da. I'm just going through whatever. But it was like so crazy. Like everything was just so clear. My mind was just sharper. My ability to think, and then was the time where I started really having seizures. And when you have seizures, it do affect sometimes, like the way you think, the way you know what I'm saying. Like I can't really even get too stressed out, even though my seizures are controlled. But at that time, it was still kind of freshly new, and so like my body would be easily triggered. So it would kind of like, yeah, I would have a hard time trying to process stuff or trying to think. My memory was on point. So when you like fast or you start doing like vegan, changing up there, that mostly not eating meat, your body be like, what is this? You at the same time you go into shock.
I don't know how the hell I would handle that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I prayed about it when I did the fast for 7 days. It wasn't
I
like
might need to pray to do it.
it wasn't a mandatory thing, but I was going through something really bad, real spiritually, and I was coming out of bad relationship. Bad. And my pastor, he kept talking about it, and so you know they normally bring it up to let you know. So when you gonna participate, you pray about it before you go, right? Before you do it. But I really was in my spirit, like I want to do it, I want to do it, I want to do it. And every fast that I've ever done, I failed because I love hot dogs. I love like they be doing barbecue, and I'm like, give me 3 of them joints. And so
I said, give me 3 of them dogs.
for real, the one that's burnt, give me that one. If they grill, give me that one. And so I was going through like when I say that relationship was so bad and so toxic, I was like, it was putting a drain on me spiritually. Like I would be waking up and I'd be having tears coming down my eyes, and I don't even remember crying or nothing like that. That's how bad it was. And so I said, I'm gonna do it, Lord. And I prayed about it. And me and my niece, we went grocery shopping, made sure we had our smoothies and we had our water. Remember, 7 days, no food. The devil was busy. Because when I'm telling you, everywhere I popped up, they was like, oh yeah, we having a potluck. You invited, you want to play? What? So for the whole 7 days, they was having like, I don't know why, everywhere I went, they was having potlucks. People was having Pollo Loco. People was eating all in front of my face. I was like, what the hell is going on? And I had to tell them like, no, I don't want to. So I did it for 7 days. That last day, I was very, very weak. Like you get very, very weak. But I was still steadfast. I did it, whatever the case may be. And it was like, so beautiful. But I prayed before I did it. And then I had a good support system because my niece, she was doing it. My homeboys in the hood, they was encouraging us to do it. They was like, we can't do it, but we rooting for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Me and my niece, and they would ask us how we was doing and stuff. And of course, you know, you have your church updates and praying and stuff like that when you fast. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how I did that for 7 days, no food, but just smoothies.
Yeah, you was a soldier.
Water.
I couldn't
I
do
lost 10 pounds and I lost a gang of inches. So the weight that I had gained, like my pregnancy, because I had lost some weight after I had my son a year later. But that weight that I had before I had him, that's where I was after I had when I finished that fast. I said, thank you so much. I gained that weight. I was like, oh, I live and gain that weight right there.
Yeah, that motherfucking fast. That'd have been tough for me.
Yeah, if you're gonna ever do it, because it's, I ain't gonna lie, it's really like, it is spiritual. I know people, when they do it, of course you praying for breakthrough, you praying to be, you want to break whatever you praying for, and it does draw you closer to God, because of course, like, yeah, you're gonna be real attentive and stuff like that to Him, because you deny your flesh, it's self-discipline. But I'm saying to, let me tell you, your first 3 days, one day I was going on a fast, I knew this was spiritual warfare. I was praying, I was committed, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, amen. And it was all vegetables, right? Tell me why that. The first 3 days, you getting dizzy, irritated, hallucinated, because your body is lacking certain stuff. You tripping, you wilding. I'm talking about you acting like a beast. You acting like an animal. I was going through it. I was having headaches. You know, my flesh telling me, well, you know, you got a fever this morning, so you need to eat, you know? And then it's crazy. Your appetite, your senses start kicking in. Like all of a sudden, I wanted McDonald's out the blue, and I don't even eat McDonald's. I'm smelling fries from down the street. I'm paying attention to all the fast food joints, the taco trucks, everything, you know? And then I was like, yeah, this is crazy. But it just shows you how much, too, we could eat stuff, and we're not even eating because we hungry. We just eating it because it's there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they told us we had to fast from coffee, and I lost it. I was in there crying. I told God, I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, that coffee, I don't know about that one.
I ain't gonna be able to do it. My kids was like, Mama, are you serious? I said, I'm serious.
Like, hey, look, Lower Norma Center.
When I tell you they was like, we fasting from coffee, it's just water only, I was like, God, no, it's sad because I drink coffee so much that when I don't, I guess I got addicted to the caffeine.
Got the headaches and stuff.
And you know, it ain't regular headache. It's like a dopamine headache. That your brain be like, it's sad because you could tell when you're addicted to something, and you could tell like that's not healthy because your body is now dependent on it. Because there's no reason why your body is telling you, I'm craving this, and you can't control it. And it's not like the longer that I went without drinking coffee, I'm talking about that migraine I would get a migraine. It would be so good. And I was like, man.
I'm a coffee drinker. I get jiggy with that shit. So I know how I feel.
What's your favorite coffee though?
You talking about like as in like where to go at, like a Dunkin' Donuts or like a Starbucks or something?
Yeah.
Or you talking about like flavor wise? Because like, I'm a Dunkin' Donuts dude. I'll Dunkin' Donuts it up for real. Dunkin' Donuts my shit. That Starbucks should be too rich. That'll give me mud butt. I don't like that.
Well, I'm gonna keep it real with you though. Some donut shops, their coffee be cracking. Like you could tell. So look, first I was just going to the gas station to get my coffee, right? Like I wasn't even tripping. I was like, look, it's right here before I go to work.
Oh, you a soldier.
I would go get the gas station coffee, right? So then all my coworkers, you gotta have your diverse group of friends. They was all going to Starbucks. All my coworkers was going to Starbucks. I was like, Starbucks? They was like, Jamie, yes, like I do nothing but Starbucks. Like, and you know, Starbucks is expensive. So I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and go to 7-Eleven because I got the app and I can get it for
I know that's right. I fucking know that's right.
And so this is in the beginning when they was developing their app. And if you go for so many times, then you can get
the 7th won't be free.
Or you can get the rewards, or they was like any size $1, right?
Right.
So I was doing that. Well, one day last year, my coworker, he was in a good mood. He was like, you know what? It wasn't last year, before last. And it was like Christmas time. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Starbucks. He was like, what do you want? And so everybody named Mama there loves Starbucks. Like they come to their Starbucks stuff. I don't even come on I drink my coffee on the way. I go to the gas station. So everybody know that. And so then He was like, Jamie, well, what do you want? I was like, well, I don't even know what to order. He was like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna get you something sweet. He was like, you want? I said, yeah, it's gotta be kind of light. So they was like, okay, cool. He came back with this big old caramel macchiato, extra caramel.
Yeah, them joints be good.
When I tell you, I drank that coffee. Oh my gosh, the caramel macchiato.
You ain't no hide.
Man, when I tell you, I be having to ask the Lord to help me because it went from spending $1.99 at the gas station to five
$7, $8.
$7, $8, $9. Because now I done bought me a cheese Danish to go with it. And
Hell yeah, you definitely gotta hook it
I
up.
told them, I said, I done joined the crew. They was like, I said, it's y'all fault. I said, because I wasn't even doing all of this. Now I'm going to Starbucks. They was like, it's expensive. I'm ashamed. I was like, I be going there like I got it.
Like, that should be calling me. That should be calling me.
And then I have a coffee maker. I mean, I have it because of the caffeine and drinking in the morning, but I really need me a Keurig because a Keurig
Yeah, they got that at my job and shit.
better have you like you really at the donut shop. It's close enough. Like if you're getting brewed coffee, the one I got is cool. You know, everybody know I like coffee. So my coworker got me a coffee. She got me a coffee maker because as a housewarming gift. And this was supposed to keep me from
Buying coffee.
baby, I'm sorry. I gotta pull up and go get my coffee. And that get me through the day in the morning. That get me chipper. Hey everybody. You know, ready for work. But no, I need to go get me a Keurig. We have a coffee machine at our in our classroom, so
Y'all be doing it for real with the coffee in the classroom?
well, you know, we teachers and stuff and staff and well see, I feel like that's like our language when we you know, up in the morning, if you see teachers, what they got coffee. That's what we survive on. Some people do energy drinks for coffee. And I work with students who have autism, mild severe. So also with behavior issues. So
Okay.
that's our that's what we survive off of is the coffee, like for real. Like my homeboy, he get 2 cups. I only need 1. If I have it in the morning, I'm straight. Like to wake me up and stuff like that, to get me ready and stuff like that for work or whatever. Cause at first I was working with students who had just behaviors, just the behavioral side and special education. So I was doing like 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, mostly boys. And then after that, they put me in a classroom where they switched me to. So that was mild with the behavior students, and they put me over with the younger students, but it's mild severe autism. So I was like, yeah, I need my coffee. Like, and that was my first time working with students who have autism. And so most of the students that's in our classroom, they have severe behaviors. Lovely students, but they got severe behaviors. And I'm a teacher's assistant, so I'm there for behavior management and intervention. I need my coffee. This one came in already, and he mad because because when kids have autism, anything could be an onset for their behavior. You get what I'm saying? Because each case and each child is different. You know what I mean? So it could be the weather, it could be their senses, it could be something sensory, it could be whatever. You know, so we need our coffee.
What got you into that work?
Actually, that was the Lord because I had always been working with kids, working at an after-school program. I was a sub-preschool teacher, staff at agency, you know, stuff like that. I really did. I started off working in a childcare. Yeah, I was working at a daycare center. Then I did home family daycare. Then I was working just in the infant room. Then I started doing like the after-school program and stuff like that, whatever. And then one day I was looking for a job, but I kept seeing that they was hiring for special education, and at this time you needed like a degree. I didn't have a degree. I just went to, like had some units in college and stuff like that, whatever. But I had a gang of work experience, but I didn't have like no degree in special education. But special education make more money, and so this time this was like for the school district, and I was like, okay, well, whatever. And so then I think a year after that, I was just looking for a job and I was praying. I kid you not, I was praying, Lord, like, Lord, just show me, God, like I need a good stable job. I'm tired of doing like substitute positions. Like I was just like going before the Lord, you know, like really praying, like, Lord, where you want to put me at? That's basically what the prayer was, you know?
Right.
And I remember I went from making bank. I was doing like 40 hours a week at the staffing agency. I went down to what, 5 hours, 15 hours a week. So
Damn.
and let me tell you how good God was. So the staffing agency is cool. You get paid every Friday. You know what I'm saying? You get paid every Friday, but they don't have no benefits. That's the only thing. You getting paid every Friday. They breaking you off like that. They giving you all these hours in these jobs, but it's contingent based off of who they working with. You know what I'm saying? If they need you, or sometimes with them type of like jobs, shoot, they was calling all the Mexicans sometimes, you know, and depending on like your certification and stuff like that. So I had got to the point where I was like, God, I went from 40 hours to 15 hours. Like, how can I survive off of this? And I'm a mother of 3. Like, what are we gonna do? So that was at the moment where I was like, God, okay, I'm gonna go ahead, apply for the school district. I'm gonna fight my fears. I'm gonna go ahead and apply for the school district, do what I gotta do, and just go ahead and do that. But I was like, I don't know like where. So I applied at like 2 districts. I was at the job. They sent me on this little job to do. And I remember being in the infant room with this baby in my hand. And they tell you not to answer your phone when you're in there. I answered my phone anyway. And so then I got an email. And I seen the email and it was letting me know like a job listing for like on Indeed or something like that. LinkedIn or something. Filled it out. It was special education. But the way that the email was just standing out to me, and I was like, Lord, and I just kept looking at it. And it was like I met every criteria. I read it like 5 times to make sure I wasn't tripping. And I was like, okay, cool. I just prayed about it, applied for it. Man, they got back to me like that. I took the test. They did my normally when you do the test, they mail your results. Man, they told me right then and there. I was like, hold on, I ain't ready for all that. I'm nervous. They took my test. You had to have like an 80% or above. I did an 83%. Then they was like, you got to do the interview. I was nervous about that, so that's where I was scared doing the interview because it's a panel interview. I don't like panel interviews. Did the panel interview, whatever the case may be. I just gave it to God, and I've been working for the school district since 2019.
That's what's up, though.
And it was special education, but I knew that that's where God put me at, and this is where God had brought me into a place of learning about mental illness and mental health, especially where it all derives in us as an adult in our childhood. Because when you see all the young boys who have, because in my classroom was just behaviors. Some of them probably had they had like anxiety issues, really. They went through trauma. One boy, he was young. He was like in maybe 5th grade. He had been displaced and homeless for like 3 times. You know what I mean? So you get to see that and then how it affects them in their learning and their behavior. And then that's when I was like, I hadn't been exposed to nothing like that. Like my family didn't talk about mental health. It was just God and that's it. Or Black people don't go through stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I ain't know. God put me there. I was like, these kids is throwing chairs. All I did was ask them to sit down and do their homework. And
Yeah, but they don't know no better.
man, I
That'd
knew
be the
God
thing.
put me there because now when they like older, 4th and 5th grade, hold the hell up. You know, I'll come in there real sweet and real nice. I come in there real professional, you know, cool and stuff like that. But then I had you got boys that's coming like bigger than you know what I'm saying? Because they start developing or whatever early. And we had some boys that was like disrespectful, like in the classroom, you know. And you know, in the school district it's mostly women. So in our classroom it's mostly women. Right. We had this one boy, they was just disrespectful because you got one boy who called the police on his mama. They don't be fearing their mamas. But we got up in the classroom, you know, I love them to death. But who the hell you yelling at? You know what I'm saying? Like, in a professional way. Who the hell you yelling at? And then, you know, in the beginning, I only knew one way of discipline. But since I've been taking these classes and the training classes, one of the best things you can do when a child having a behavior that most black people, we ain't raised like that, just ignore them, don't say nothing. When I learned the art of not saying nothing to these behaviors because they looking for a reaction, man, it gave me, it was a peace of mind, but you learn so much about attention seeking behavior. You learn so much about kids, and you actually, it helps with their behavior because when they see like, damn, I'm yelling and screaming and acting a fool, she's not giving in to what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
So
that shit with everybody. I treat everybody with like that because that's what everybody wants is attention. That's what they really be seeking when they do all that stuff.
that's what I. But see, that's what God was trying to show me. I didn't even know that. When I learned that, when it came to the students, and I started applying it with adults,
Hell yeah,
and I
because they the
tell
biggest
you,
kids.
it was like a game changer for somebody like me that was always mad and angry and I gotta let you know how I feel and I'm arguing with you. And it put a lot of, you know what really put it in a very like a perspective is when it was my daughter's father, you know. I forgave him and just put that out there. But years of abuse, I didn't even know I was in an abusive relationship because we gonna have to talk about that when we do mental health. Like all I knew was physical abuse. So I didn't know, I had no clue of verbal abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. You know what I'm saying? That's just my baby daddy. I want to be with him, whatever. And it was normal, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, when you have your family that don't really talk about abuse, because 9 times out of 10, they just trying to, you know, most women stay, or, you know, they just looking at me like, well, you know, hey, that's who you want to be with, that's who you want to be with. And so one day we was just getting into it all the time. And I got to a place where I was tired. Like I started getting to a place where I was like, why am I still with him? Like, why I keep messing with him? Everybody named Mama, the Lord, the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, the angels. No, for real. Everybody, my kids was even telling me, Mama, let it go, you know? And one day I was getting stressed out. I was so sick every time we would argue my chest. I started having like chest pains. Like, it's by the grace of God I stopped. Like, shit, I feel like I could have a heart attack, you know? Like, I'm getting so angry with him and it's just arguing. And then a month ago, my daughter was living with him. So this time, she finishing school. She gonna come back and live with me. The Lord is telling me, back to back to back, stop arguing with him. Basically, he was like, stop talking to him. I heard it clear as day. You know me. I just gotta let this nigga know how I feel. Like this, how I'm talking to you. I gotta let this nigga know how I feel. So then, I had like, it was weird. I had like 2 or 3 people from my church just randomly tell me like, well, when you go down there, be safe and don't say nothing to him. That was the crazy part. I'm like, well, they was like, Jamie, you don't need to argue with him. Don't say nothing to him. I'm not hearing what they saying. I'm not really understanding what this mean. I'm like, because he had been so abusive to me verbally that I never used to say nothing. I would keep my mouth closed. So I finally learned how to speak up for myself. So I feel like this was the way that I needed to let him know, like, you ain't gonna talk to me like that, right? And so I finally got down there and it was just random. I'm sitting in the car. This was weird. My son was real young at this time. And he was like, Mom, you know, he just brought up a story about him and this young boy got into it. And he was like, Mom, you know, the boy kept messing with me. He was like, Mom, I didn't say nothing to him. He said, because, you know, like, that's what he wanted. And I sat in the front seat because I just dropped my daughter's clothes off for her graduation, and I stayed in the car. I'm not about to argue with him no more. And when my son said that, it clicked. The Lord was telling me, it just made sense. Like, the reason why I'm telling you not to speak to him is because this is what he wants. It's a form of control. And see, and I paid attention, like, damn, that is true. We only argue. I don't want to be with him. So the only way he can like have any type of communication with me is if he start an argument, fight. You know what I mean? And so this is like a year prior to me getting this job to even understand all of this. And I was like, oh, okay. And so it was weird. Went to the graduation, supported my daughter, got my baby stuff, and got home. I hadn't spoke to him in like days, which was weird because we don't even talk like that. Do you know that he called me and was like, the first thing that came out of his mouth when he left a message is how the fuck and why the fuck you not speaking to me? That's exactly what he said, the words. And I knew that's why God was telling me. And he was like in an outrage. And that's when I learned like the art of being quiet, because this is an attention seeking behavior. This is how they able to have control. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what he needed, was to get under my skin, the reaction. And he knew that was a form of control, and it had always worked. And then he was verbally abusive. And so because I had just stopped talking to him, it started driving him crazy. And that's when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start doing that more
I mean,
often.
that shit worked.
And when I didn't, and you know, it took me a minute to realize, like, dang, I would go back to some of our arguments, because I was like, people who are like mental abusers, like, then it started making sense to me when I stopped talking to him. Like, wow, a lot of these arguments were like calculated, like they weren't by accident. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was on purpose so that we can have an argument. It was so we could have that type of interaction. And shoot, I remember the day I was tired. I told God, I said, I'm over it. It was 2019. I ain't spoke to him since. And it took me forever to let him go. Like 20 some years. I met him when I was like 13. So I'm 40, he 42. So it took me a very long time to stop talking to him. And when I did, because he told me before, he said, you could never leave me. If that don't sound demonic in itself, he said, you could never stop talking to me. And when I did, he was going crazy.
That's that narcissist shit.
And I didn't even know what narcissist nothing was. And that's why I thank God for mental health for a lot of women, especially Black people and all of us, because literally when I tell you, like, my mama was like a no-go, and my family, for like therapy. I'm probably the first one I know that in my family that I went to a therapist and like actually go to see a therapist and really felt like I need therapy. Either my family was like, well, they're not gonna deal with their trauma and just be like this for the rest of their life, or my mom was just like, I got Jesus. And so she didn't believe that she needed therapy. She was like, I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because of that, her mental health declined really, really bad. So
Yeah, that mental health shit, like me being older, it just helped me realize how serious it is, because we do be holding on to stuff.
you be holding on to stuff like
And don't even know it.
right.
Just suppress it.
You know what's crazy? You be knowing something wrong with you, but you could be sometimes so stubborn to not even try to figure out what it is. Because, you know, like for me, I should have known something was wrong with me, because it was at one point in time in my life I blew up. When I say blew up, I was eating. Like one day I had to ask God, I stopped. I went to the bathroom. I left the kitchen, went into the bathroom, closed the bathroom door, and I was in there praying so hard, because I said, Lord, I have an issue with food. I said, I need you to help me. I don't even be chewing my food all the way. It got to the point where I would just put the food, and I think it, because I would just taste it and I wasn't chewing it and I was swallowing it. I gained so much weight because I was dealing with so much pain and so much control that, I mean, I needed to be in control, but I was an emotional eater. And so without me dealing with my issues, I was just eating. And I'm talking about, I wasn't even getting full. That was the scary part. I'm talking about rounds. Like I said, God, I don't even know. I said, there's got to be a spirit of gluttony, because I said, I'm not even full. I started throwing up. I couldn't digest my food no more. And so like I went through a long period of time where I couldn't digest my food. And then the next thing you know, I was in pain. I was throwing up the whole entire night, just throwing up everything that I ate. Or because it wouldn't break down, I was just throwing up in pain. And guess what I do? Do it again. Eating away like it wasn't nothing. I'm talking about chili cheese fries on top of chili cheese fries. And then I would go and lay right back to sleep at like 10 o'clock at night. But I was in so much depression.
Yeah.
that I was just eating my life away.
It was just something to get your mind off.
Yep,
You know what
but
I'm
I was
saying?
dealing.
What's going
I was
on?
yeah, I was dealing with depression. I was dealing with suicide, ideations, all that.
I'm glad you got through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm getting through it. You know what I'm saying? But
One day at a time.
one day at a time. But I looked at them pictures and I said, "Hell to the no! I'm not about to be this big. Too bad you can't send pictures out here on
Yeah.
what's it called? But if I was to
Yeah,
send you,
whatever on this thing, this goddamn thing.
you can't send pictures on here like in the inbox. I would have sent a picture to show you how big I was. You would have been like, Jamie, that's not you. I was like, I know it's a demon, the spirit of gluttony on me.
No, man, shit. I was a fat boy one time, but see, I got fat, and I was just stomach. It was stomach in the back of my neck. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't gain weight nowhere else, so it looked crazy on me. So,
How did you lose weight?
man, I started doing a whole lot of walking. Like this is before I had got cancer. So
You had
like,
cancer?
yeah, I was stage 3 Hodgkin lymphoma.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Look how God worked.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, you know. Like
That's why you so positive.
I be chilling. Like I'd have been through some shit. So I don't like. I be trying not to take stuff too serious and not really. You know what I'm saying? Because you only get one life. You know what I'm saying? Life can be short. It feel long when you doing all the wrong shit, but life be short because a lot of people losing it, and you know you'd be like, here today, gone tomorrow.
No, you ain't lying, because I'm telling you, man, when I found that lump in my breast, I was in the bathroom crying, but not crying. You know how you crying, but ain't no sound coming out of your mouth. And I was like, I'm doing like what? But the thing about it is that my mom had got breast cancer late, so she found it when she was like in her 60s. So then I'm like, shit. So that was already a fear and a concern. And then it was crazy because my sister, at the time she found it, I was still like maybe, I wasn't even 30 years old. So I went to go ask my doctor, do I need to get a mammogram at that time? And they told me no. They was like, wait till you in your 40s. And so that was already a fear, like shit, okay, whatever. So I found the lump 2 weeks before I turned what? 40. Man,
Damn.
I'm in the bathroom. When I tell you, if it really was faith, because all my kids was there. I said, hold it together. Because one thing about my kids, if they see me crying, acting a fool, then it changes up. They move because now they want to know what the heck is going on, right?
Yeah, they worry about mama.
So I didn't want to. So I got it together, got out the shower and everything. Because when you in the shower, that's where they tell you to do. Like you can do your own. Like you can check your breast, whatever, just to make sure you ain't got it. And I felt the lump, and I felt it 2 days before that, but I felt it again, and I was like, oh my god. And I did it. I mean, I did the I was checking it when I was laying down in the shower, everything, and I was like, yep, it's a lump. And so did the appointment, but I prayed. I said, look, God, I give it to you. It is what it is. I don't even want to worry about it. But when I tell you, when I got to that imaging center, like you say, you could be here and gone tomorrow, your life can change. I got there. I don't even know if I'm about to stop. I'm trying not to cry right now, but I pulled up and I seen that pink ribbon. And you walk in, you start seeing the stats of women who can get it. When you read that a lot of white women get it, but we have a high mortality rate for black women for dying with breast cancer. And I was like, what? African American women. And then we find it late. And, later in life, we don't do our checks. We don't do that and we don't go. And I was like, shit. And then by it being hereditary, I was like, oh, God, I walked in and I was like, I sat there real quiet. Now that's when I was having a real life moment with God. Like my priorities looked like everything just shifted at that moment. Because it went from like, this is real. And then it was like, dang, I'm really turning 40 years old. So they had to reschedule it because the type of lump that I had in my family and stuff like that, they was like, you have to have like an actual doctor perform it and stuff like that. And they didn't see like the severity of it when they looked at my paperwork. So then I came back again. When I came back again, I was crying again. I was just like, but I was crying silently, like, oh my God, like, this is real.
Yeah,
By myself.
hell
And I was like, and then I ain't married. And I ain't had no husband. I was tripping. I was like, and I'm just, what's going on? Like, God, like, hell. But it was, I needed that reality check because I think sometimes we take life for granted. We don't understand how blessed we are. It put everything in proper perspective. And I got the mammogram. I was scared to do that. And then they was like, they didn't find a lump. They said I had to do it every year. But when I was in there, it was so sad. I couldn't hear. My ear was just like, I was going through it. Anxiety was kicking in. They was telling me we was going to come back with the results and stuff. And I was just like,
yeah, that should
wow.
be scary.
Yeah, because this lady asked me. She said, Jamie, it was, so you got to remember, I'm in there and I'm with older women. I'm sitting in the waiting room. We all got our pink little things around us and stuff like that. Cover our boobs. We just came out of there from doing a mammogram. And you got to remember, I ain't even turned 40 yet. I'm still 39 years old. So I'm like, just sitting there. And the lady is like, one of the ladies asked me, it was real. She said, well, what are you going to do? Or, well, how are you going to prepare for it? What are you going to do if you do have cancer? Man, I froze.
Yeah, because you don't, you know what I'm saying? You're not expecting that.
And I was just like, that's not what I'm expecting that, and that's not what I prayed for. But then, you got to think about it like, that's a real life, like, question, especially when it's in your family, da-da-da-da-da, in your history, and it was just life, like, man, what would I do? Because that changes everything. And I just told that lady, I just pray I don't. But I said, whatever, God, your will and your way is. I just told God, I said, I don't want to be sick. Because to have that, like, you know what I'm talking about, that treatment and stuff like that? No.
Yeah, that chemo, that should be real.
And so I was like, man. And so, everybody was like, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right and stuff like that, whatever. And, but when I went into like the hospital, it's different when you actually going up in there and you really in there. And the lady was like, Mama, that's what this Mexican lady who did my mammogram, she was so sweet. She was like, look, I'm going to tell you right now. She said, you go every year for your mammogram. Don't listen to people when they tell you go every 2 years. You go every year. Because of your family history, go every year. And I was like, yes, ma'am. She said, you get your mammogram. So I got to go next year to go get them. But that's more so of us educating ourselves as people and Black women. Go get your mammograms. You know what I'm saying? They uncomfortable though. The mammogram. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. But you're right.
Yeah, this shit, this stuff don't make us. You know what I'm saying? It's just a layer of us. That's how I took cancer. Like, that was like, cancer didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have cancer. Cancer had me for a little second until I knew how to handle it. And then once I knew how to handle it, I just went ahead with it.
How old were you when you found out?
I was like 30, probably like 32, 33, something like that.
That's young.
Yeah.
Is it in your family?
No. So it's like, it's scary to me because it's like I was the only one in my family, and I got a daughter, so it's like if I was the first one, then I'm scared, and I'd be worried about my daughter. That'd be the type stuff I'd be worried about. But
yeah, when I found out I had it, my kids was like, you need to go ASAP. And then my son, boys, he was like, Mama, so what you mean? Like, the worst case scenario is that you could just have like one breast, right? I was like, son, what? He was like, I'm just saying, like, I guess he was trying to like lighten the mood.
Yeah, like, this is a pair. This is a pair.
I said, I said, Jamel, what you talking about? He was like, Mom, I'm sorry. But I could tell that he was feeling some type of way because he was trying to like when I told him, I was like, look, I'm just telling you this. I ain't trying to tell you this to change your mood. I said, I had to brace myself in order to tell him. I was like, I found the lump. And he looked at me and he didn't know what to say. He just came and he just grabbed me. And he just gave me a hug. And I could tell that my 18-year-old was feeling some type of way. Like, damn, he didn't want to show no emotion, but I could feel it in his hug. And he
Yeah.
was like, Mama, he was like, go get that test done now. Make your appointment now. Like, then he trying to bang on me, like, go get your test done now. Like, I was
That's
like,
real shit though.
you know, but I could tell when he was hugging me, he was trying not to like cry. And he was like, Mama, do it now. So then he was trying to make a joke. Well, like, worst case scenario is that you just have one breast, right? And I was like, Jamel, I want both my breasts though. He was like, but I'm just saying. And so, my kids was on me. My older two, they was on me. Like, Mama, go make your appointment. Go make your appointment. Don't be playing. Don't wait. And I did, and I prayed, but
Yeah.
I didn't want it because that chemo ain't no joke.
Yes, you know what? It ain't even the chemo, right? It's the shot that you got to take the day after. Like 24 hours at the chemo, you got to take a shot to put new white blood cells in your system. Because you know the chemo kill all the white blood cells. So that be the chemo drain you. But that shot, yeah, that shot, it took me a couple weeks to get used to that shot.
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't do it. Like, I don't get sick often throughout the year. So it's like, I don't get sick often throughout the year. But when I do get sick, my God, my body be like, I'm telling you, we be going through it. And so,
Yeah.
I guess it's to make up for all them days, like most, because I'm telling you, I don't get sick majority of the year. And when I do, my body be out for the count. And it's like, I was like, Lord, I don't want to go through nothing. I mean, when I had the flu, you would have thought, man, I thought I was
That
gonna
should
die
be
when I
rough.
had the flu. And then when I had COVID, I had it real bad. I had COVID bad. So, and I don't react to pain really good. Shoot, my last baby was I don't know how he got here. That pain was so excruciating. I don't know how he got here. So like when I'm dealing with pain and I'm sick in my body, I be out for the count. So that's why I was like, I don't wanna I said, God, you already know, like I don't even want to go through that chemo, none of that type of stuff. Like, and then I have a seizure disorder too. That happened 17 years ago. So I was just like, I don't even know how this gonna respond. You know what I mean? Because I had my first medication for the seizure. I was allergic to that medication, so it
Damn.
increased. Yeah, I had all the major side effects. I was hallucinating and having suicidal thoughts that they had to change my medication. So I was just like, my body don't be doing well when it gets sick. So I did not want to deal with no chemo, no nothing. So
Yeah, I mean, you know, if it's good that you didn't, but you know, it is what it is. What don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the hardest part for me was just preparing my mind for it. But once I started doing it, it wasn't like I thought it was going to be.
did you lose your hair and everything?
No, this is the crazy part, right? So, like, this is before the beard and all that, because I grew the beard because my lymph nodes was swelling. So I was trying to grow a beard to cover the lymph nodes. But I cut my hair down. I had the Kobe. I was running around with the Kobe, thinking I was gonna lose my hair so it wouldn't be too drastic. But I never lost my hair. I ain't had no crazy side effect.
You see how God is something else. He'll let you get this. It says the weapons are formed, but they don't prosper. So like, yeah, you had that, but it's like you didn't have none of the symptoms. You get what I'm saying? Like you didn't have it.
Yeah,
You
like
had so bad.
I was ready to lose my hair though. Like that's why I said I was preparing. That's why I cut my hair down real. Because I'm used
Right.
to having my hair like this length or a little bit thicker. So I definitely cut it down to the Kobe. I was like, yeah, once this shit start falling out, they're gonna be like, well, his hair was low anyway.
Right.
But,
Like,
but
that's a blessing.
yeah, but like I said, it never happened. So
That's like when I found out I had these seizures, I was like fighting with God. Like, you mean to tell me you can't heal me? You call yourself a healer? Like, I was going through it. Like, 'cause I was like,
yeah,
ain't nobody else in my family had seizures but myself. And then I had him in my sleep. Then I had him, I found him when I was pregnant. So then, by the grace of God, my son, I went full term because I kept falling out on the. I was waking up on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That's how bad it was. And we didn't find out it was seizures because all this time, I live alone with my two smaller kids. So my sister, she came to come stable to spend the night. So she slept in my room on purpose to see like what was going on. All I remember going to sleep, and then I remember falling on the ground. So she was able to witness because remind you, my two young kids are kids. They small, like nobody could really tell what was going on. And so she was able to witness it. She said she picked me up, and my eyes just rolled in the back of my head. So that's how that happened. So over these years, I was mad, like, God, you can't heal me. Then I would do stuff like, I'm gonna go by faith, and I'm gonna just stop taking my medication, and I'm gonna declare, and I'm gonna decree. You know what I'm saying? By faith. And so, like the first week, I was cool. I said, okay, God. And then that second week, I had a seizure. Like, I had one of those seizures where, I forgot the name of it. It's not a grand mal seizure. It's a petit mal seizure. So basically, you could just be standing up, whatever, but you could just stop and not be conscious, right? For like, maybe for like a couple of, seconds or for a minute. But the problem was that I had a petit mal seizure, and I was conscious, but I couldn't talk. I couldn't open up my jaws, like to talk.
Dang.
Right. So when God was showing me like, so you trying to be Billy Badass? That's what you trying to do? And I'm about to show you like seizures ain't nothing to play with. And so I couldn't open up my mouth to talk. And then I went to the point where it was so bad when I stopped taking my medication, because I'm stubborn. I'm like, I'm still gonna believe, I'm just not gonna take my medication. But I was really mad at God because I was like, why do I have seizures? Like, I was so mad. I felt like I went from being normal to now what the hell happened to me? Like, if it get too hot, that's a trigger. If it get too cold, that's a trigger. Like, my life just changed out of nowhere. So I was just mad at God for a long time. So that was me like trying to protest. And then one day I couldn't talk. And I was telling my homeboy, like, I'm having seizures. And he was like, what? And then I just passed out in his arms. And he was like, oh, shit. So then after that, he was like, Jamie, you have to take your medication. Like, you can't not.
Yeah, it's
like,
there for a reason.
Like, Jamie, and my mama, I didn't want to tell my mama. She was like, you mean it? You know, parents. You got my grandbabies and you driving. And so, and you just got your driver's license back. Oh, yeah, I went through hell. And because they couldn't find it on my brain. That's why they was asking me, like, Miss Johnson, two of my neurologists, they was like, are you okay? And they wasn't saying it to me like, they was like, the problem is that we can't find it on your brain. So they was like, what else is going on with you? Because this is more, could be like stress related. You know what I'm saying? Because they was like, you don't have no tumors, you don't have nothing, you don't have this, that, and the third. And I just broke down crying and told them everything. Like, everything that I went through that was a trigger for me to have these seizures. And they was like, okay, because I was just trying to go there with my DMV paper because the emergency room reported that I had a seizure. So, they do all that stuff with your driver's license. Like, you can't drive until they fill it out. So I was just coming to the neurologist, like, fill this shit out. That's the type of time I was on, right? And they was like, Miss Johnson, we're looking at your paperwork and we can't find like what's going on with you in your brain. Like, basically that's what it is. When I told them doctors everything that I was going through that was leading up to for me having seizures in my sleep, it was stress. It was like, before we fill out your paperwork, Miss Johnson, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna refer you to a psychiatrist. I really should have seen a therapist first, but I guess they was trying to get them medically controlled so I can be on my way to get my driver's license and stuff like that. But the stress level was so bad that I was going through at that time that it was sending me into shock. So when I would go to sleep, that's why stress is not good. My body couldn't take it no more. So my brain was just like, boom, you know what I mean? And so it
Yeah.
became a habit. So I went to the therapist for a year on top. Well, yeah, I went to the, not the therapist, but I was getting my medication for a year for anxiety. And then I had my seizure medication, and I did that for a whole year. And then I got myself better and stuff like that, whatever, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. And then that's when they filled out my paperwork, and that's how I got my driver's license back. And I didn't have a driver's license for 4 years. So that's why my mom was like, "You mean to tell me you got my grandbabies, you gonna take your medication and shit?" You know, they didn't understand the seizure disorder thing, but they knew one thing. They was like, "You better take your medication. You got
Yeah.
you got kids and stuff, and you driving." And but the blessing is that I drive better. I kid you not, I drive better now with the seizure disorder than I did before.
Damn.
I kid you not, like I drive way better, and I don't know if it's because I didn't have it for 4 years, or because I was like, I got my driver's license at 21 and started having my seizures at 22. So I was like a newly driver at that time, and I had to learn. Like my one of my neighbors taught me. So then I got hit with the seizure. So then it's another 4 years. So it was like this time when I got my driver's license, when I got it back, whatever, I drive way better. Like, I don't know, it did something to, like, I don't know what happened. So that was a blessing right there. And it's like, with my new medication and stuff like that, like, I don't have no seizures, no nothing. So
That's good.
God, he was showing me, like, yeah, okay, you got to take this medication, but I'm still God. I'm still your healer. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like how you said you was preparing for, like, go bald. Like, I just take my medication when I'm supposed to take it and stuff like that, and that's it.
That's crazy though. But it's wild how we go through these things and it just make us stronger though, and give us a testimony for other people.
I feel like it happened because when I had the seizure disorder and COVID, it was seizure disorder, COVID. When I got sick, and I couldn't like keep down my food. What happened is that I had to start really understanding like how to take care of my health. I was somebody that was very shallow, for real. Like, I'm like, my body gotta be fire, like bomb. You know what I mean? I'm like, I used to have a flat stomach. I'm like fire, like. And then with the kids, I gained so much weight and I lost weight. So it was like, I'm really cute with these kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a mess. And so then, but God got it to the point where it had to teach me about my health, because I was so shallow, but I didn't understand like maintaining being so healthy. You know what I mean? And I had got so big because of the gluttony and everything. Like, I didn't know it was like the food that I was eating and stuff like that. Like, I got a cavity in my back tooth, and as soon as I went to the dentist, she was like, "You drink soda?" And I was like, I just looked at her like, yeah, like that's all I used to drink was soda. I didn't drink no water. So the reason why I was throwing up a lot is because, the water helps break down your digestive system, like all your food. I wasn't drinking no water, so it wasn't breaking nothing down. I was just drinking soda. Like, I'm talking about the big old gallon cups. I would come in there with the usable refillable cups, and I would
Yeah,
come.
like from Samuel more like the little gas station jumps.
I took gas station right there. I stayed right by, and I mean, I was eating gas station food like it was nothing. I'd be lazy, wouldn't cook. I was eating gas station chili. I used to love chili dogs. And then one of my students, his father worked for Del Taco, and he was a manager, so he came and gave us coupons for the students, and it was free combos. So I stayed and the restaurant was right across the street where I live. So I was eating fast food all the time. Blew up and got sick. So like, this helped me with my body, like, you know what I mean? Like, just trying to teach me, like, your body, you really need to take care. Like, this is a temple. Like, it's really too what we can eat that can make us healthy or it could make us sick. So
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Oh shit, it's like 12. Yeah, I'm probably ready to get up off this joint. I gotta get up because I gotta get up early and do that. I get my coffee and shit in me so I can do that goddamn Saint battle.
you having
Yeah.
what type of battle?
No, I'm talking about the Saint, the battle that I'm gonna do. It's Saint versus Rum
Have
Nitty.
you practiced it?
Yeah, I'm saying the whole thing is it's the words. Like the actions is nothing. It's just me getting the words. That's all. It don't be.
Oh, that's
I don't be
nice.
worrying about. I don't be worrying about how I'm gonna react because I used to rap and I used to battle and all that. So I figure that out as I'm doing it. It's just getting the words down. You know what I'm
You right.
saying? Like I be like, and this is a lot longer than the verb one. So this shit a lot longer. Like it's like the whole minute of some change. What it's some time. So I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get myself together. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do it, and I got a couple of little short ones I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a couple of them tomorrow, but I'm gonna put the one out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Well, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got me pumped up how everybody was in the comments, yo. It got me like in all reality, y'all made me look for more to do. Like I was looking for I got at least 10 of them that I can do. Like
Right.
I've been
When
I'm
you
looking.
said that, you was like, well, I thought you was just playing when you said that. You was like, yeah, I'm a. When you basically was watching us, and then you was like, after that, I'm gonna do mine, and I was like, you gonna do yours? So then I figured to myself, do it. What you waiting on for? Like,
Yeah, I was dead serious. I told Mr. Chandler, like I told you. I was like, yo, all y'all do y'all shit, yo. I was like, I'm gonna do it, yo. I was like, that's my word. I was like, that's my motherfucking word. The whole time I was looking for one to do the whole time, like I was gonna do it anyway, but I was just looking. But y'all did y'all so quick that I was just like, shit.
okay, so you motivate. Okay, so you actually before you get off, because I know it's late. But
Yeah.
it's 9:11 where I'm at. So remember I kept telling you I'm retired. I'm not doing it no more because it was just like I was looking at my my algorithm be tripping now. So
Yeah, it should be like 3 in the morning. Motherfuckers be viewing shit. Like the most views be like 3 in the morning for
I don't
me. And
get
I'm like,
I don't really get no views no more.
no, it's about the time. You got to check your analytics because the times didn't change. Like, that's why I say like on mine, like man, like it be maybe like fucking 3 in the morning. Be most of my viewers be on. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no.
And I used to do this shit. I used to do this shit where I will put it up, and if that shit ain't do no views, I take it down.
Yeah,
I delete it, and
no.
then I put it up again. And then I got tired of doing that.
Yeah, no, like I think for me, I swear, I kid you not, like it went downhill. Like my views have always maintained a certain type of views, a certain type of engagement, and a certain type of likes. And you gonna laugh, but I'm like, I'm not tripping. I was like, the day that I put on there that me and Verb was cool, I swear, ever since after that, anything that I put up with Verb, and it's mostly like Verb spoke up on me in the spaces and he said something. And I'm just putting up battle rap content because that's just what I do. I wasn't trying to flex on nobody or nothing. If they was viewing it, they wasn't liking my content. You get what I'm saying? And then that's fine because everybody there's discretion. Then it started being where I was seeing like people was viewing it, but then people wasn't liking it. Then my views started going down like really, really bad, significantly. And I was like, I ain't never had this. And then I figured out why. And I said, y'all got me mixed. So what they're trying to do now, like they keep trying to get me to promote and pay. And I was like, oh, so you gonna just basically like the algorithm, you're not gonna push my stuff out there like you trying to force me. Because one time they did it and they was trying to get me to pay. And at one time it was like basically they tried to choose the box for me, which one I had. And that was like maybe
Like
like
30
40.
something dollars
Yeah,
or
and
some
then it
shit.
came down to like $40-something. I said no. And so then it was like then another time they did it again, and then my views were so low, it was like 39 views. I was like, I've been on TikTok since like 2020. I was like, one thing about TikTok is you could put a video out, and by the time it be like 5 minutes, you're gonna have like 200 and something people watching it. You know what I mean? Well,
Yeah.
this was like 39 people had just viewed it, and it stayed like that for a long time, and it kept saying promote. promote to get more views, promote. And I said, hell no. I said it just like that. And I was like, y'all ain't gonna punk me to get no views. So I don't even be fooling with it. But I was so discouraged to put up anything with battle rap and stuff like that. Cause you know, then too, they don't be really fooling with females. And he was like, Jamie, you kept telling me to do one. And I was like, I'm retired.
Yeah, cause I just like, cause I know that I ain't seen you do one in a while. Like that's the whole thing. Like I don't like you ain't been in my algorithm or nothing. So it's like, on my battle rap page, I see your stuff alike, but like on my other pages, I don't.
Yeah,
So
because
it's
my
like,
feelings was hurt. Because then too, men don't really like. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna let you go. And they don't really be supporting me like that. And I ain't gonna lie, my feelings was hurt because I was like, I feel like when I tell you I take my videos, my craft into it, I feel like I gotten better over it. And I'm like
yeah.
over the years, and I'm like, I'm not trying to toot my horn, but I was like, my shit fire, you know? So when I started seeing that, like, I'm like, I don't think the dudes is supporting me because I'm a female. I kid you not. And I was like, when some of my videos would like pop off, like when I would do the like any caffeine event, I would do that. Like the dudes wouldn't even like respond to me. Like if I would chime in and answer a question, they would ignore me and go over me like, bitch, you don't belong in the court. You coach, you know how some dudes do when they just get in their feelings, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, and I could tell that people was like, dudes was viewing it, but they wasn't liking it. They wasn't, you know. And I had this one dude in my battle rap group. I had shared my video. He was like, that's you? He was like, oh my God. He was like, it's fire. He was like, I seen you pop up in my feed on TikTok, but I didn't know that was you. I'm gonna go ahead and like it. Like, what? I kid you not. I kid you not. When I tell you, I said, I'm done. I was crying. I was mad. And you know, I'm a woman. So I was like, oh, God, I'm not doing this no more. God, I don't think it's fair. Because I'm like, Vaughn 3 times, he'll do it. And he'll get like all these people that like it because he's a man.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. And it's like, no, I said, so then I was like, no. And then you kept saying, Jamie, do it. I was like, I'm retired.
I mean, but you got it. That's the whole thing. Like people gonna catch on eventually. Like I like you. Well, you know, I got a couple pages, and like my most popular page, like I used to like I had problems with engagement. You know what I'm saying? Like I really did. So I that's why I started doing all the duets. Like the duets is what got me popping.
Cracking.
Yeah, the duets is what got me popping. So I would get followers from the duets, and then that's when I would throw my I'm just sayings or mental health checks and stuff. I was throwing all that stuff in the midst of all of it, trying to get views because they would do terrible. Like my my content would do terrible, and the duets would do good. But I wouldn't quit though. Like no matter how discouraged I was, I just was like, yo, when they click, they gonna catch on. And the funny part is when they clicked and they caught on, I started reusing some of the old content like it was new content, and people was acting like they ain't never seen it before.
Yeah, no. Whatchamacallit be playing with me with my content. If I do anything outside of battle rap, I don't get no views. I think now it's starting to be where it's weird. Like if I post up a video from a battle that maybe didn't nobody get the pay-per-view, and it's like how I do like any URL event, I'm gonna get I always get a gang of views. And then my battle rap reenactments and stuff like that, like I don't be really having people really liking them like that. It was crazy because the reenactments and stuff like that is what they reacting to you. I mean, they basically like the videos where y'all reacting to me posting a video, but then when I post a video, I don't get no engagement when I do it. So it was here. I said, and it just showed me still. It just confirmed what I was saying. Like battle rap is misogynistic. Like they was feeling it when they saw that you and my other homeboy respond to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, he like it, okay. And I was just like, you know what? I hate it here.
Yeah, I mean, but that's it be like that. It be like that. Like I just like I say, like for me, my content, it just be if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I'm at
Your
that point.
content is nice though. Like
Yeah, but it be hit or miss sometimes. You know. I just try to, you know, like I heard Jim Jones say that shit a long time ago, and he was like, when you lack motivation, just stay consistent. And that's all I try to do is stay consistent. Like if
my
you'd have met me,
homeboy told me to do that. He
Yeah,
said,
if you,
Jamie, just stay consistent. I was like, I'm
yeah,
tired. I'm
if
tired.
you'd have met me from our original page, because the original No Pump Face got banned. You know what I'm saying? But like then I was
He
posting
got
like 30.
banned.
Oh yeah, my first page was I was a different, like, my content changed when I met Is 40 and Dogman Live. You know what I'm saying? Like when I seen their content and it just showed me that I needed to give more of myself instead of, like, I was doing a lot of shock factor stuff. Like I was wilding on my first page.
Oh, you
I
one of
didn't I,
those.
I didn't know TikTok. I didn't know. I was just like I just seen what was getting me views. And I was just
Yeah.
doing what was getting me views, you know? Like I said, I done went viral. I done went viral soon. I got so many million view videos and shit like that.
Yeah, I seen that. My first million views video,
Was
I thought it was an award. And it wasn't
was
even for battle rap. It was
no
it was the
it
most
was
craziest thing. And I said,
wasn't it that
what?
B Rabbit joint?
Yes.
Yeah, the B Rabbit. Yo, I was mad. I did a duet of that shit. That shit ain't do no views. I was like, how the fuck that shit got 1 million views and I can't get no views?
But look, but you know what? Now that's one thing I will say. The videos that I bank on to blow up online or on Twitter or whatever got the most views, they don't. It's the videos that I'll just be like, I'ma just post it. And whether it's on TikTok and Twitter, I kid you not, that's the one where my notifications be bing, 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 bing. Somebody
Ah,
retweeted it, somebody quoted, somebody liked it.
but
I
that
just
be
was
the
like,
shit.
whatever. And I was like, okay, Lord, I'm not about to trip then. If this is how it's gonna be, I'm not gonna question it or whatever the case
Yeah,
may be. I got a lot of views with that Lux versus Nitty. I put so
yeah.
much content that I made for that, but I got a lot of views. I get a lot of views when it comes to stuff like that. So you right. I kind of can know what's
I'm trying to tell you, like, look, like on my No Pain, No Gain, right? It was so funny, right? I was telling my sister how I ain't never go viral because I be telling her, I be like, yo, certain pages ain't went viral. Well, this was before all the pages went viral. Well, my battle rap shit ain't went viral yet. But like I was telling her, like, yo, I never went viral. And then I put up that Whitney Houston shit. And when I say that shit got 1 million views, you know what I'm saying?
it
What's
be
up?
on TikTok. Look on TikTok. It be the weirdest stuff that would get 1 million views. That would get like my
Yeah.
64 views. It be look, and it be stuff that I didn't really. It's weird, like stuff I didn't really like put together. Or I could take a post that I had from Twitter and I just screen record it and post it and put it on. I'll post it on TikTok and I'll be getting 64 views. Such and such
That's
life. I said,
but
what the
that's
hell?
but that's what you gotta do. You gotta like when you see all my pages, you'll see different pages got different type content. And it's like you gotta mix it all up. You gotta mix it all up and give them you, but give them all that other stuff because that's how you get the people. You get the people to sit still. You give them something that they want to see, then they gonna sit still. Then you hit them with what you got, and see if you can
Yeah.
keep their attention. That's like
Yeah.
even now with like with this podcast, like my YouTube, I got like 54, 55 followers or something. Like it's like I'm not getting no views. Like the video's not really doing as good as I would think they would, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We're gonna keep making content. You know, like that's why like when I get on these lives and we do the podcast, I don't be thinking about how many people in a live. I just be thinking about the video. I be thinking about YouTube.
That's what you know what? My homeboy said that. He said, Jamie, stop worrying about the views. He said, just do your content and be consistent.
Yeah,
And
take
I
some of
used to
that
be
stuff and
sitting
put it
there.
on YouTube. You know what
I
I'm
put it
saying?
on YouTube and they ain't fooling with me like that, man. Well, I think what
But
hurt
you
me,
gotta keep doing it though. I'm telling you, you gotta like how long you been on YouTube?
it ain't been that long. This has been last year.
All right, so now look, I've been on YouTube. Now I was on YouTube for a while, but I wasn't really making no content. It was like when I first started the YouTube, and probably like a year or so ago, and I probably had like 10 videos on there, and I had like 11 followers, and then I just said fuck it, and I scrapped it. Then I started over, and that's when we started doing the podcast and all that, and I started putting all that stuff up, and then that's when I got the extra to get me to 54, 55 followers. Like
Yep.
it's going to take
Podcast
time.
be cracking on, yeah, but
But it's I mean, yeah, but
It depends on who. See, this is. I'm gonna tell you why I got emotional because my two platforms, for sure, when it came to battle rap, like Instagram was not doing good with battle rap. My Twitter was cracking with battle rap. Like, and then TikTok. TikTok is where it all started. So when I blew up like that and I seen my followers and stuff like that, and then it just, when I say it just changed, it's not like how it was. And I don't know if it's because maybe battle rap is changing or maybe my
But you
audience is
gotta be a
changing.
little more engaged in it too. Like you gotta do more lives. You gotta get on live. People gotta see you.
I do not get. Somebody else told me that I'm not a live person. Like it was
That's why
like
you get on
Jamie.
with a lot of people. You know, like if you
Well, I'm
gotta,
on with you then. No, I'm just playing.
yeah. I mean, but that's how you gotta do it. Like you gotta get on like with all the other people that do the reenactments. If y'all should do a live where it's all of y'all
That's what.
talking battle rap.
That's what we was look. So look, check this out. That's where everybody was talking about that they want to do it. Right? They was like, let's get this money. Let's this, that, and the third. Da 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 da. And then when we had like me and my other homeboys, we was on Instagram. That was just like the one platform we was using. We could all talk. We come to find out that yeah, we all like battle rap, but that's not what everybody mindset was. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
so we never went through with it or whatever the case may be.
Man, all you
And
need is
so
one person.
and
One
so
person to
it
bounce off of.
right. So then it was kind of like then it was weird and different because like time zones is different. Like everybody else was on the same time zone but me. So but like right now, it's only 9:26. Like where you at, it's
That's
12.
12:26.
And so then the audience, everybody audience is different. You know what I'm saying? So like the engagement was weird. So I just was like, well, whatever. But it would be cracking if we did like
That's what I'm
battle
saying.
rap content. But I didn't want to do it by myself because I'm new. I
No,
was
I
like, I need to
mean,
have somebody else that's kind of seasoned where,
yeah, we
just like,
all knew. That's why I was like with my podcast. I got a group of people. Like it's originally three of us in the No Pump Fix. You know what I'm saying? It was four, but now it's three. And but we got a lot of people that's down. So that's why like different videos you'll see different people and you'll be like, damn, where did that person come from? Because it's like, long as you got somebody to bounce stuff off of, like, I could stop in the middle of anything and throw up topics. Like, I be having topics in my phone just ready. Like,
see,
I
you a
be,
real life host though. That's good.
yeah. I mean, but that's the spot they put me in. You know what I'm saying? Like, people trust me, so they put me in that spot.
Well,
And
yeah. Well, maybe one day we could do a battle rap thing. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
with it. I'm
We could
with it.
have I could come up with some topics, but I don't want to be the host. I could be like a co-host. We could whatever, and then we could do like which era is better. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like you could
I'm
have at
with
the
that
bottom,
shit.
you could have Smack DVD era, and then I got over here COVID baby era. You know what I'm saying? COVID caffeine.
I'm all over the place. Like the girls will tell you, like I'm all over the place. I be always talking about different type of content and different type of stuff we can be doing. It was like this battle rap. Like the thing about it is, I really wanted my battle rap page to jump, so I could do the battle rap stuff over there. But if I got to do it over here to get stuff over there, it is what it is.
Which page
You
got
know,
more followers or more engagement? This one?
shit. I mean, the No Pump Fix, but I can't go live on that one.
You can't?
Hell no. And they won't even tell me why.
For real?
I've been banned for a year. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got banned over there too?
Every time, like on my main page, just to go live, I can do everything else, but I just can't go live. And when I asked them why, they told me general.
Why am I laughing loud like that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean it is what it is. Like and like this how I go. I had my original page. My original
TikTok
page got
scandalous.
my original page got banned. I was emotional. My sister talked to me that was in here with us. She talked to me. She just was like, yo, just post. So I post and I finally get the No Pump Fix up and I get like 10,000 followers and all that shit. I'm like, I'm pumped up. You know what I'm saying? And then that dumb shit happened and then I couldn't go live, but I could do everything else and I still had the followers. So I just kept making content and then I built up this page. And I was like, I'm at like 6,000, close to 7,000 or something like that. And my other page, the No Pain, No Gain, I think that's at like 3,000. And yeah, and I think the bag got like 1,000 or something like that.
You
Like,
smart when it comes to like building the content. I think you probably figured it out and
yeah,
stuff like that.
and I reuse stuff. I'm trying to tell you, right? Like the motherfucker told me it's 8.1 billion people in this world, right? So when I do a video and that shit get like 200, 300 views, it's a lot of people ain't see that shit. So a month later, I'm gonna put that shit back up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it back up and I'm gonna see what it do. I had one video I put up, that shit got like 100 views. 100 views in a week or some shit like that. I took that shit down, I put it back up a month later, that shit did 10,000.
Yeah, no. These African Americans or whoever, these white Americans who they know my page. I tried something different. I tried to repost. I kid you not. I would get no. I don't get no engagement, no nothing. I kid you not. It's the stuff for me that I don't think it's gonna hit, and I just take it out of my phone. I swear, and I just post it, and then they be like, bing, 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 bing. I be like, what?
Uh, it should be all over the place. It's just when you get that binging and them people come, you gotta force them some of your stuff. You gotta get them in there. That's why the lives. That's why I go live too. Like I say, the live work because you can get followers that way, and people, you know what I'm saying, be more engaged. Like I was gonna start showing old battles like off of YouTube and start showing old battles and shit. Like I had all kind of ideas. I was like just had like rap battle night and be like, you know what I'm saying, show some of the like my top 10 battles and like show a couple of them a night.
Oh yeah,
and
for
get people
sure
to
would
vote on
tap
them.
in.
You know what I'm saying? Like I be like, now that we doing this podcast shit, my mind's somewhere else. I'm thinking about all avenues. So that's another reason why I really tapped in with y'all, because it's like, and I wanted to showcase y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I started the battle rap page. I really want to show. I do a lot of stuff because it's what I want to do. I don't be looking for nothing in return. So when I'm asking y'all to do the videos and y'all doing them, it's like, yeah, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's all the fuck I really wanted. I just wanted to be able to put more content up, showcase y'all, and then I can slide in there with y'all, show y'all what I can do a little bit, and then go back to what I was doing. I mean, that's the fun part about all this. This is shit I like.
Showing the support.
Yeah, I mean, because I know how it is to not be supported. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I know how that feels. So it's like I said in one of my old videos, like when you can't find nobody to help you, you got to be somebody that people can come to for help.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I carry things. That's just me. You know, I can't be nobody else. I'm the playful dude. Like, if you follow me long enough on this TikTok, you done seen a whole lot of different sides of me.
Yeah, one time. Yeah, because some of your posts, I was like, what? What the?
Because I'm
Like,
all over the place.
yeah, like, wait, what was the one that I sent? I was trying to. It had something about if she smelled good from I forgot.
Oh yeah, you
They was
talking
like
about? Oh
her
yeah,
neck
if a
is.
neck stink.
And then she took a bird bath, a whole bath, or
Yeah.
something like that. I said, what? You see what I responded? What? Like, I
Yo,
laughed
cause
because if you've ever had to take a
mm-hmm,
bird bath, you gotta really
mm-hmm,
like scrub.
mm-hmm.
You either gotta hit the hot spots.
Yeah, yo, but see that should be real. That's why I say I'm
That's why
all over
I
the place.
said, what? When you put that, I envisioned that because I remember we moved into this house, and for whatever reason, we was kids, and for whatever reason, it was something wrong with the tub or whatever, or something like that. So we couldn't take an actual bath. Now,
Yeah,
remember,
yeah.
we helping my mama like move and stuff like that. So now we got dust on us and we dirty or whatever. The only thing that could really work was the water that was coming from the sink and stuff like that. And I didn't have time to be trying to boil no water and put it in the tub, hood stuff. So
Yeah.
what I had to do,
Yeah, take
I
bird
had to take
bath.
but when I tell you, I said I had so many towels down on that floor, and I lathered my body like I was in a shower. And I said, I'm not you, because if you've ever done that when you was a kid, you really do kind of be like half clean, not clean. You know what I'm saying? You just
Yeah,
supposed to hit the hot spots, but I'm a whole little girl at this time, so I gotta clean my body. But one thing that you gotta really get that neck and that
yeah,
and that face behind them ears and everything, and you gotta imagine you standing up and you really ain't. Nah, hell no. I was laughing when I seen that because I was like, what? That was hilarious.
yeah,
You had another post on there. There was one with
yeah,
the mental health. I kind of got emotional on that one. I was like, yeah, I said, don't post stuff like that.
yeah. I mean, but that's you gotta be all over the place because you never know what's gonna catch people.
Yeah, that caught me by surprise. I was like, you know what, Fran?
That's
Take
that's
this,
just
this,
me.
this. This one was deep. It caught me off guard, but I felt like it kept me off guard in a good way. Cause some stuff can be very encouraging. Cause in life, you just probably be thinking you the only one losing it, and then you see something like that, and you be like, okay, I needed that one.
That's the whole point of it. That's why I say I'm gonna be working on the Discord stuff this week. You know what I'm saying? Try and get the Discord together for the mental health groups and all that stuff.
Okay.
Like I'm really trying. Like I said, I'm trying to build a community. I don't know how long this TikTok shit going to last, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to build community so it don't just be this. So like soon the podcast will be going like the Zoom and all kind. Like I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Discord be cracking. That's where
That's
you
what I
can.
hear. That's what
Discord be
everybody be
cracking.
telling
If
me.
you know how to stream in there, that's how people be streaming the battles, the bootlegs, and stuff like that.
Yeah, you talking about Cola and them or
A gang of people have like they got caught because they was tacky with it. Like
yeah,
a couple of the groups that I was in,
yeah,
would stream the battles, but how we did it was is that say because Discord you can like say you got your channel right, and then we had it where you have your general chat, and then it was like, and that's where everybody talked, they chat whatever. But then when it came to the battles, only the people who paid or who put in for the pay-per-view when they stream it, we go to basically like another quote unquote room within Discord within our channel, and only those people who paid can view the stream when they stream it in there. And then you could chat. Like Discord is cool, but see it had to be like that because um you had to get smart because people be trying to like it's better to like say if you were streaming a battle and stuff like that, only stream a battle for the people who paid and stuff like that
yeah,
because regular people be trying to like just come to your Discord and stuff like that. That's like if somebody was like, oh yeah, he's streaming a battle, that's when you're gonna have like an influx of people coming and
hell
stuff like
yeah,
that. So
hell
say
yeah,
you want to do, say like you had a Discord where you got one room where it's just for just all mental health. You can all talk about this, a mental health room.
yeah,
Where people can post stuff, people can chat, say like, this is the mental health room. Then people can post like something that maybe an article that they had and put the link, or maybe it's like an encouraging song. They could put the YouTube on there. They could do that. That's where you could put your link to your podcast for the mental health if anybody missed it,
yeah,
and then you could have another
hell
link
yeah.
for the battle rap head. You know what I'm saying? Like battle rap and beyond or whatever. I'm just throwing out a name like that if you want to put that on there, or you can
Oh
do it
yeah,
like
no,
that.
I'm listening to all that because that's the like I'm really gonna try to use that Discord all over the place. So that's my next move. Like that's why I started the YouTube and it's gonna be Discord, and then you know what I'm saying I'm just trying to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So if you do that, then that's cool. Then we used to have it where I used to be in Black Compass.
Yeah, I used to like them niggas. I don't like them niggas no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't like them niggas no more.
Yeah, I went through something with them. I finally had to get to a process of really just personally having to forgive them because I was holding some bitterness and angerness towards them, like within the group, like
What
in
they
there.
what
It's
they
just,
do?
it's toxic. I should have left when I seen how toxic it was, but I was toxic too. You don't realize you toxic until afterwards. But I was because it was like it was what I realized is that at that time, like, people can really get in these groups. That's why I don't be in like groups. I don't be in cliques. I don't be in groups. I don't be on none of that stuff no more in battle rap because people can like really get besides themselves and stuff like that. And people really be talking crazy online. You know what I mean? And so, and then it's very misogynistic. Like they versus battles was cracking and stuff like that or whatever, but some stuff just be like toxic. Like on here it was very positive, but in there it was like, man, it was messy.
Dudes is messy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when I say they was messy,
Men be more messy than women.
they was like hella rude. Like when I say hella rude, and I should have, when they kicked me out the first time being disrespectful, like my first day there talking to me crazy, I'm like, are you serious? Like, what y'all talking about? Like, talking
For
about
real?
chill out. Like, put it like this. It was like I should have left. It was so rude because some told me it's all men in there and they was talking, right? I get it. Battle rap is not that many females.
Right.
I was all in there talking and I was real quiet. So I finally went into the voice chat, like in the room with everybody raised voice to chatting. So of course it's Polo, Cola, and Tony Bro. So Tony Bro wasn't in there and Cola wasn't in there. It was Polo. So Polo was in there. So, you know, this day Black Compass Media, this is their Discord. And so I'm not really knowing who they really are, just know I got accepted to the discourse. It was cool. Tony Bro was really cool. So when I got up in there, stuff like that, they happened to be talking about a topic, and then I just happened to say something, and they was like, "You had a female in here," and I was like, "Yeah, hi." And so, you know, I kid you not, I swear it was like this. I feel like Polo started tripping because he was talking and they chimed in, and once all the dudes I was talking, they was asking me questions, and it was just questions like my kids started this and started that, how old my children was, stuff like that. They just, you know, stuff like that. Just interested. I'm talking. I don't know what I said, but whatchamacallit was like, yeah. Anyway, and Polo, like I felt like he must have been mad because the topic, like, the attention wasn't on him no more. And when I tell you he an asshole, like he real shitty when he talk to women up in there, it's really like that with him. And then he was like, man, Shorty, like, man, watch out. And like, he like muted me.
Damn.
Yeah, like they be in there, they be on a power trip. Cola too. And I remember one time, like, Cola was talking, like, we was getting into it and stuff like that, whatever. I should have just left the first time when they tried to ban me and stuff like that, whatever. And I talked to Tony Bro, and then, like, everybody was in there just like, nah, it wasn't her fault or whatever. But I don't even know why I went back in there because it was toxic. My son was like, Mama, when you was in there, the whole time you was in Black Compass, he was like, all you did was argue. He said, all you did was argue. All you did was argue. He was like, Mama,
them niggas is, I don't like them niggas.
He was like,
I used to like Tony Bro, but I don't like them niggas.
He messy too. He just underhand messy. Like he's like covert messy. Like the other two are overt with it. He covert. And so
yeah, I don't know. He a funny nigga. I seen him get his ass whooped.
So the time that he got beat up,
you was there?
No, so look, they were so shitty to me. I was shitty back, but they was real like the way they gang up on women, like Polo and especially Cola. And I be tripping off of Polo and Cola because I was like, both of y'all mothers are deceased. Like y'all know what it's like, how it is, and y'all got daughters. Like I be confused with men like that. Like why y'all treat women like that, and y'all so quick to be like, you know, I got daughters and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? Especially Cola, he got a gang of kids. Cola got like 4 kids.
And that motherfucking karma gonna come back.
And so, you know, at that time, 2020, they were some assholes and stuff like that, but it went both ways, whatever. But they was just like, disrespectful to women, like so disrespectful. And I used to be like, man, upset, mad. Like it was to the point where I ain't gonna lie, I was dealing with unforgiveness so bad because I was just like, as just as a woman, I just felt so disrespected. And it was just like the level of disrespect, like no shame. Like I think the more that they was disrespectful to them, it made them feel good. Like I ain't never seen nothing sick like that in my life. So anyways, it is what it is. And then like I stopped going to the battle rap events. Just stopped going for whatever reason. I stopped going. I just started staying home. Well, this year it was crazy because I was like, every event started, something was crazy happening. Remember how you was like, stuff would come back on people and stuff like that, how they be treating people? And I ain't gonna even lie, like, I had to ask God to help me to forgive them, but I felt so bad because when Tony Bro got jumped at that battle, I was like, what the hell? Like, I don't think I felt good. You know how you get into somebody like they are op and you be like, yes, I was waiting on the day, but I couldn't even feel like, because I've been jumped before. So I felt bad. Then I seen it on video. And then a part of me wanted to be like, that's what they get, but I couldn't feel that way. And I was just like, damn. And then I was like, all that battle rap and at the battle rap event. So then he got jumped. And then, people don't really too much care for Polo and people don't really too much care for Cola.
I don't know. I know when motherfucking Piper Boy gave that nigga Cola, that motherfucking shit make his soul burn slow. Like, I don't know why I just remember Tony Bro like that. Like, I remember all of them when they was with Angry Fan and all that. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But it's like, this shit they doing right now, like, I don't like that shit. I like a lot of that battle rap shit, I don't like.
Yeah, they really eating up now with the situation with A-Verb, because they don't too much care for A-Verb, Polo, and Cola.
Yeah.
So they all in the spaces, all in Hitman spaces. They doing content every 5 minutes. Every time Hitman do something, I'm telling you, it's crazy. And then people was in the comments like, tell Cole to shut up. Don't nobody want to hear him. Like, this ain't, and so.
But that's how I be. Them niggas, like, I don't know. Like I said, them niggas, like, I remember them niggas were Angry Fan. So, it's like, all right, it's cool, all right, whatever. But it's like all that tough talking and all that other shit. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Yo, we know y'all niggas ain't that. We know you niggas ain't that.
They not.
So,
a lot of them dudes, I be telling people, like, because I used to tell them, like, when they was getting rowdy and stuff like that, and they be in there just talking crazy, I was like, look, like, all jokes aside, like, I know we just playing, but I was like, my nigga, like, we could really see each other at an event and it'd be different. Like, I have to paint a picture, because I would have to paint a picture to people like, we online. I said, it's one thing when you online. I said, but what happens when you really catch somebody slipping? I was like, it's nothing for us to be at an event. It's nothing for my homeboys to say something to you. Like, that's the reality of it. Like, for real. Like, it's a small world. Everybody go to battle rap events. You know what I mean? So I was like, that's why I kept telling myself, like, Jamie, you getting upset. You making yourself more mad. And it was crazy because we had thank God I am really like on some save type. I'm not about to hurt him. Like, who did I see right at Summer Madness when I was putting my stuff in my locker? Cola.
no.
Now, what happened if I would have been on some extra out stuff and just whistled? There you go, right there. Boop, bop, bing, 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 bing. You know what I'm saying? Drilling them. You know what I'm saying?
But them niggas be feeling untouchable. Like, ain't nobody untouchable.
He apologized to me. Hey, he was like, hey, you Jamie, oh, it ain't nothing like that. It's all love and stuff like that. And it made me mad because I was like, it's crazy how people can like try to turn stuff off when they in public, but they like that online. They crazy online. Like, that's the only issue that I did have with A-Verb, because A-Verb, like Ill Will said in his bar against him, he was like, you talking crazy online when you know you friendly. And when he said that, I fell out laughing because I kid you not, Verb be talking hella shit. Like he be talking crazy. He be
Oh yeah,
talking
I know.
about you, everything, right? And I remember I said I didn't like Verb, and I already got called. He talked about my glasses. He talked about my face. I didn't even go into the spaces. I recently went far back to the spaces where he was talking about me, but against A Verb, I mean about A Ward, he talked. Yeah, he talked about me, but he
That's
didn't
what
call
he
me.
do.
He didn't call me a bitch, but he talked about me, and so he was clowning me, making fun of me and stuff like that, whatever. I remember another time we got into it. He told me in a post, he was like, "Girl, fuck you." He said it just like that. I was like, "Ah, okay." So I'm like, we still getting into it 6 months later. So we got into it on the we got into it on Twitter for a little hot second. It was nothing, whatever. It was like I said a post. He said, "Girl, fuck you," and I was like, okay. Said my little post to him, like whatever, Verb. And then I see him. I'll go to the event. I'm there to see him lose. I already had Ill Will 30, right? I'll walk in because you remember he got this nasty attitude. He done called me all type of bitches. He called me a bitch 2 weeks prior to that. And he was like, "I don't even know you. You crazy, all type of stuff." You know what I'm saying? And just calling me a big face bitch all up on the Twitter spaces, right? So I go ahead and I go to the event. I close the door. So I'm there seeing Vada because he had a ticket for me. So I meet him. He give me the ticket. That's my first time meeting him. I'm in the studio over there and I close the door. I kid you not. All I see was somebody skinny, Verb, because he lost all that weight.
Yeah.
I see him in person. He get up and he just walk over to me. Like he was like, "How you doing?" I looked at him. I turned my face. I started squinting and stuff. And I'm wearing glasses, squinting. Like, why are you doing that? I turned my head and I looked at him, and he was like, "Why you turn your head at me?" And I was like, I paused for like 5 minutes. I was like, "I'm big face, remember?" Why he was so friendly? That's how they be acting online. I was shocked. When I say Verb was in there being friendly, and I'm like, they must know that I don't know if they be figuring like they could talk to people like that and they don't never expect to see them in person. And I was like, they should stop doing that because that's kind of scary. Like y'all putting yourself in
But that
danger.
shit like battle rap though. Like that's like the battle rap has become like wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like a lot of them niggas, like I used to think they hated each other, like Verb and motherfucking Surf. I thought them niggas really, really, really hated each other. You know what I'm saying? And them niggas is cool. Them niggas was alright. I'm just like, damn, yo, this shit really like Stone Cold and motherfucking.
No, let me tell it. Do you know? You are not lying. I got there, right? Got to the freaking event. Not only is he shaking my hand, Verb is a freaking professional when he not being an asshole. So he wasn't acting like that in Miami. In Miami, he was on grudge fight. He was in wrestling mode basically. Like he was in that type of mode. You know what I'm saying? Character. But when I got there, he talking all that shit, and he was on Twitter Spaces and stuff like that, acting crazy. And then when I got there, he was so professional. He was professional to everybody. When I walked in, he was like, saying, "Well, you can have a seat right here." He directed me, and he was like, "You can have a seat." He was like, "Would you like a water?" and stuff like that. I was like, well, I was so out of place. It was weird because I was like, this is not the same person who I was lost. I'm to this day I still was like, huh? And he was very friendly to everybody walked in. So him and Ill Will been going back and forth. As soon as he seen Ill Will, he about to battle him. He shake his hand, they shake his hand and stuff like that. It wasn't no beef. It was nothing. Like it was crazy to see in person. So I was like, oh, okay, right. Like you said, wrestling. It's just fake. And it was it was weird because I was like, and I kept telling him, because I'm mad. I'm like, I'm Big Face, remember? He was like, Big Face, which one? Like, he was shocked, like he couldn't believe it. I said, remember I was going for A Ward? And he was like, oh, I'm not with you. He was like, I'm with you now. And I was like, okay. And he was like, we could wave the white flag after all of this when the battle started. I was like, okay. I came in there mad. I came in there to argue. I came in there, boo. You know what I'm saying? You making it difficult for me because you want to be peaceful, and I came in here tonight dislike you. That's what I'm thinking. And now I'm having a change of heart. I'm confused.
Now you starting to like the nigga.
Man, when I tell you, I didn't meet Avert. I met Chaz.
Duh.
So that's what it was. And most people be like, what? No, Jamie, you just, on the internet, they was really trying to make it seem like I was being a groupie. I was like, how can I be a groupie when I didn't even like him? Like, everybody know the back history between me and him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Like, shit, if to keep it a buck, me and this nigga could have a grudge match. That's how bad it was. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't like him. I'm not being a groupie. And when I told him, which is why you got to stop telling people your business. Like the young lady who was on here earlier, I just kept my mouth closed. My homeboys was trying to tell me, no, it ain't like that, Verb, just whatever, and stuff like that. And then my homeboys started acting weird, talking about, well, you got to be careful when you going to them battle rap events by yourself. Since when y'all niggas give a damn about me going to the battle rap events by myself? Y'all start saying that because I'm telling you that A-Verb was being nice to me. Like, what, y'all? And so, like, it was like they was acting like they was jealous of some shit, like, oh, I was making up something. I'm like, I'm not. I said I met Chaz, like I didn't meet Averb. And I think it was a shock for people because Averb, he do be in character because the whole time he kept messing with me when I was there watching the battles. Verb kept messing with me the whole time because I'm not going for nobody that came with him. So I'm rooting for Saga. He got something to say to me when I'm rooting for Saga because Saga was bad in the ill will. And then somebody else. And he just kept messing with me and stuff like that. And I was like, leave me alone. And so then I get ready to say something to him. And I could tell he was like, huh? And then I was like, oh. And he wasn't trying to be mean to me. He zoned out because now he about to get ready and battle ill will. So he steps in and out of character. So that was that's another thing about going to these battles. You could really see behind the scenes. You get what I'm saying? Like how they prep to perform. You know what I'm saying? And they got to get into basically like my son be like, you got to lock in before he play football. You got to lock in.
Yeah. Right.
And so all that being cool and flirtatious shit he was doing before that, he stopped all that before he got to the battle. Like, he was like, who are you? Like, that's how he was acting, like, huh? And I was like, oh, okay. And so then after that, but no, the whole time he was laughing, he was friendly, he was with everybody. He wasn't cussing nobody out. He wasn't acting weird. He was very respectful and mannerable to everybody, shaking everybody's hand, making sure everybody was straight and stuff like that. If they had a good time, was they okay? And stuff like that. Like, that was a different side of Verb that I saw. So it really do be bothering me. And I know I shouldn't take it personal, but it was really bothering me, especially with this Hitman and A-Verb situation. Because I'm like, damn, y'all was supposed to be like cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, but that's what, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't be knowing. It's just what we see.
Exactly. Like, it's like that. But the level of how they getting into it though online, oh my goodness, the stuff that's coming out about their business, they beefing, and it's just like, to this point, Verb fans gonna think that Verb is whatever, but Verb, you could tell like it's something going on with him because he be talking in circles now, and he be just like Hitman kind of making him look like he is jealous of him. It's just weird, you know what I'm saying? And I be just, and then have you seen his podcast?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Verb podcast. I remember the joint he used to do with what's the other dude name? Chase. Like the old shit they used to do when they used to talk crazy about women and shit.
No, they got another one.
I can imagine with Rashad McCants and shit, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I heard him talking about it on Gil's Arena, but I ain't watched it yet.
Yeah, Rashad. Okay, so now you got Verb, you got Rashad, and you got Redo, and they all talking about women, but it's bad. And so, like when I say it's not even no Kevin Samuels kind of like tasteful like that, it's the most weirdest. It's cringy for me, not just because I'm a woman. But I said I don't. I said maybe it's me. I said I don't understand. I said because every time he get on there, the content is so bad. The way he talk about women, it is so freaking bad. I said I'm starting to feel like this is really coming from like his heart because it don't seem people's like, oh, it's just entertainment. I was like, I don't think it is. I said it's like it's getting worse. Like and like his everything is getting worse. You know what I'm saying? And McCants don't make it no better.
He a loud nigga.
Yeah,
He be
he don't
loud
make
on Gil's joint.
yeah, and he don't make it no better. I'm like, y'all niggas is pushing 40. Like y'all still on saying fuck these hoes. I'm the prize. Like I be sitting there like McCann. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my stuff to myself. Like they're so just. It's like y'all hate women. Like fuck my wife. Fuck. I'm not about to like call him. I don't want to be married. I just want to be with hoes. Verb thing is not just women. It's black women now. Then they talking about the black woman. Then they talking about getting somebody from overseas. They want somebody overseas. Verb thing is that we're the lower species of women, black women, and then, but yet Verb will say all the stuff about online, maybe some issues with his mama from his childhood, and talk about, but then he in there talking about keep my mama in prayer and stuff like that and say a prayer for my mama. I ain't never been this emotional. Then he'll bring up about his mama being sick. And so this is where I be getting like, it be throwing me off because I'm like, his podcast is so hateful towards women and then it's bad in the spaces. And I'll be scratching my head and I'll say, now I'm sitting over here looking like a bozo because I done told all these people on the poster, I was like, this man is a gentleman. And my homeboys was really thinking that I was crazy. Like I was part of the cult. I said, I'm not. I'm sound. I'm like, did nobody charm me or persuade me? You know what I'm saying? Like I seen the way he acts. Like he really can be a gentleman. He wasn't acting like that just towards me. He was acting like that to everybody that was there and the other women that were there. Very respectful, you know? So it just be throwing me for a loop because I'm like, damn, is he crashing out? Like, it's hard to listen to. It's bad. We call black women a hoes and bitches all the time up in there. Like, Verb be saying some crazy stuff in there. And they be, him and McCants be tag teaming. Redo be sounding like he the only one that could make some logical sense, but I could tell that he influenced by them. Or they just be doing it for ratings. And I'm just like, this is evil.
Yeah, that's why I don't even like. I don't be watching Verb outside of this shit. Like I just be fucking with him for the battles. Like all the other stuff. Like some of that shit be funny, but some of that shit be, you know what I'm saying, just be a little bit too much for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know, we'll see. Like I'm hoping that it's some type of battle. Or some type of damn Verb and Arsenal had came out today in 2013. That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't see that battle either.
You ain't see Verb and Arsenal?
No.
That was a good Verb there.
It was? So which one should I watch right now? Should I watch the DNA K Shine one first? Again.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying, yeah, definitely watch the 2-on-2. Watch the 2-on-2. I'm just saying, if you're looking at a solo battle, like Verb got so many of them, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? You can really go through your shit. But that 2-on-2, especially the way that K shot the DNA, like at that time they were unbeatable. This was before gun titles and all that. So it's like to see that battle and to see how Verb and motherfucking Hitman was doing that shit was alright.
Yeah.
But yeah, check that joint out. Cause I'm definitely about to take my ass to bed.
Yeah, because I got church in the morning. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm about to
I need
say
to
I'll
be.
catch you another time. I'll be on. Like whenever you see me on, hey, feel free to stop through.
No problem. It was nice talking to you. Have a good one. Good night.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Bye.
Well.